We go, we'll let the beat rock, we'll let the beat rock, oh man. We'll let the beat rock. Hey, Reese. Right there, Reese. Hey, a hit man.
Good evening and welcome to Let's Have a Sit Down, where we stay in our lane and respect the game. Right now, I got two guys here. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know them, we know them, but it's a lot of people y'all should know them. Right now, we got here first Arby from Prime Time Band, and we got Bam from All Star Blend Band. How y'all gentlemen doing today?
Good, good, good. You know what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Man, I'm good. I'm gravy.
All right. Yeah. First of all, did y'all watch the Go-Go Wars last night, man?
Who, me?
Yeah. How y'all feel about them?
I tuned in.
I watched 2 minutes of it. Let's just say that.
I tuned in.
And I tuned back into
I
the
like-
football
I-
game, something that was more interesting.
I saw Wingo get a award, and I seen T.O.B., and then I was good after that.
Yeah, I watched it too. My take was it's probably it was the best version I think of what they could have done dealing with the circumstance as far as production wise.
Right,
Everything else, that's I'm not going there. but
Exactly.
First I want to run down your history first. You started out with you got where you had a family member that played for Publicity Band, right?
Yeah, my brother was the original lead talker for Publicity, starting it back in the 80s.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. How did all of that situation spark as far as bleeding off into you getting in there? Because you didn't play for Publicity, but your brother did. So
Right.
what was
Because me and
transpiring
Bucky,
during that time?
like, the age range, me and Bucky, we hung out a lot with I hung out with they a little older than me, but at the same time, they were there. So Bucky was like part of the bridge, the beginning, helping my brother, because he used to get drum lessons.
Okay.
Right? But he started off as the keyboard player. So I used to go to his house, play on the drums, and,
Right.
I had congos and stuff. I had like little stuff because of my brother, and a few of my cousins. I had instruments because
Right.
my aunt used to manage Southeast Sound, so we had instruments
Okay.
already.
Right.
So my brother would, I'd be in the practices, just like how little
Right,
doo-wop and them,
right.
like his son and them, like
Right,
my daughter and
right.
them used to be in my practice. I'd be in the practices looking like, dang, I want to do that. I want to do what they doing. So Once I seen Bucky get in my brother band, I was trying to get in the band, but they was like I was too young and this and that. So I would always try to put my own band together because I'm like, forget y'all. Y'all don't want me in the band. I'm going to do my own band. So I'm young, like shoot. But I'm 10 and 11 trying to get in the band with 19-year-olds, 17-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like real, I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my own band. So that's what my first band was like called Alpine Groove.
Okay, Alpine Group.
Yeah.
Alpine.
Alpine.
I ain't never heard of that one, champ.
Yeah,
Alpine
nah,
Group.
see this some under the table exclusive. You get the story,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'll be like,
thank
what
you.
the hell? Like when we
Right.
was young trying to get bands. So
Right.
my first band was called Alpine Groove. I actually had certain members that's actually doing stuff now, like Tony T. He was doing Aftermath. He was doing what is it? Exclusive. I know you remember that. 'cause
I
you
remember
had the band.
Exclusive because
Exactly.
me and Tony
I
went
know
to
you
school
remember
together.
Exclusive. Yeah, right.
We played with Exclusive in '95 at
So,
the Prophecy Club.
Check this
Richardson
out.
run that.
Left Hand Rob. They call him Trick. I had
Yeah,
him in my
Trick.
band too, playing with the Rototones and the Congo player, because I was a Congo player.
Right.
So I'm battling dudes that's like that now. This dude was going beat for beat with Sauce.
Right.
I gave up after a while. I was like, look, man, I'm gonna get on this mic. That's when I started doing Raw Assumption.
Okay, Raw Assumption. I remember them as
But
well.
before then, I had a band called Capital Punishment, Robbie.
Well, hold on.
Before
Let me just stop you right here.
Yeah.
Now, RB,
This shit crazy.
your go journey, man. How old was you when you started playing?
How old was I?
Yeah, when was
12.
You were 12 years old. Now, was you with Young Trouble or
Young Trouble.
Young Trouble?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all my bands, I started.
Okay.
Except, of course, Elevation, but we'll get there, I guess. I'll let you ask the
I'm about
questions,
to
you
say,
feel me? I
right,
can break all
right.
that
I
down.
break all
too.
that down.
I can break all that
I'm about to
down.
say, we can say what
Okay,
happened
well,
when you got there.
let's since we got it here in this direction, you 12 years old, right? Okay, now how did you get into it as far as like, you knew what you wanted to do, but how'd you wind up putting the whole band together at 12? Now, you 12 years old, man.
I mean,
You know?
see, it was a different 12 back then. If
Right.
you know
Oh,
what I'm saying.
yeah, I
It
know
was a
exactly
different
what
12.
you're saying.
So,
Yes, sir, for sure.
I mean,
Lot
we
different.
always, me and Kirky, y'all know he played with Still Familiar,
Exactly.
Tim Married to the Game, Kirky, my cousin.
Now, he's older than you?
Yeah, we 3 months apart.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we
well,
grew up
damn,
in the
that's
same
awesome.
house. We first cousins, our mother's sisters, but we grew up in the same house, so we more like brothers. So
Okay.
we always did the marching band.
Okay.
We started from Moton to Hine to Easton, so we always did the marching band, but and talent shows and stuff like that. So we always around it, and then we was always in the streets. So this dude named Richard,
Right.
I used to work on this ice cream truck,
Right.
and I used to always go down Bury Farms. We used to always go down Bury Farms. I remember the first time I probably was like 9, 10 years old, and I seen that's when Junkyard used to play under the pavilion
Okay, I remember.
by Sula Parkway.
Yes.
It's a white truck. Butch had the big white truck. Bugs was on the truck at first. Then he got on top of the pavilion, and I remember.
Right.
And I'm just looking at him, and he got up there and he just whined and I just seen the control. And back then when you had a go-go, like everybody
Yeah,
came out,
everybody.
the whole city.
The whole
It
city.
ain't. It wasn't a such thing of not a packed event or
Right,
packed outside
right.
show. It was just it was what it was. So when I seen that, I was like, I want to do that.
So let me ask you this: does that image still to this day burn in your mind? Like, is it one of them things where you said you vividly can remember that image, but did that image ever come back to you?
It's 2 parts. I wasn't finished. So
Okay, go ahead.
so that was Bugs. Then we played this joint called Turkey Thicket. I mean, well, this was where I seen that, and I used to see because I never was a Groove's fan, but I used to watch rap all the time.
Right.
So and I seen the way the control part, the slick stuff and all that. I got that, but that's when I said, and dude Richard, he had a lot of equipment. Cause matter of fact, we named it Young Trouble because Big Tony Fisher.
Okay.
Right.
He helped me put the band together because I'm like
that's
his little
what's up.
nephew. We lived in the same neighborhood.
That's what's
so
up.
that's why we called we started. He started Young Trouble. Him and Richard.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
see, y'all learn something every day. I
Yeah.
never knew that.
That was
And
our first
that's-
manager,
yeah.
Tony Fisher, Big Tony Fisher. What's up, Big
I
Homie?
knew that. What's up,
Yeah.
And But so then from that point on, it was on and popping, on and cranking.
Yeah, we was cranking back then. Like, I mean, Bam had Jigaboo at this point.
Right.
Been rumbling with MAB since back then. Like
Yeah.
that's when Go-Go was Go-Go. You didn't need those top tier bands
Right.
to pack a show. If you
Exactly.
didn't come through that East Capitol, that Bonnets,
Right.
that Chocolate City, that grind when you was grinding. And I'm
Grinding,
talking
yeah.
your whole hood's coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
ain't had the backyards of REs and none of
Right.
that on that.
Right.
So we did that. We was doing that. I wound up getting in trouble.
Right.
Came back home. By this time, Kirky had got with this band Elevation. This whole time, Elevation been together, but
Oh, cool.
it was Elevation. It was
Okay,
nobody.
cool.
Let me put it like that. But
we
go ahead.
We can stop you there.
Go ahead.
Hey, look, y'all. I just want to let y'all know the two gentlemen that just came in just now. We got
ain't
Big
got
Sean
no
from
lie,
Mature
man. I ain't got
Clientele,
no
What's
lie.
going on?
and we got BJ from Mental Attraction
Call me the
2.0.
captain.
Look, both of these
See,
things got
there you go.
stands and all
Yeah,
that. I gotta step my game up.
That's what I
said.
said. I ain't even got
They-
his shit broke though.
they
He got the
provide.
reject joke. Sean got the real
They got
one.
They
them right
provide
there.
these. You can grab
Yeah.
one for
Sean
yourself.
got
Oh
the
yeah, let me
real
get that. I
one.
did that.
BJ
They are
finagling
professional,
his.
man. They professional in
Look, I
here.
ain't even got no little.
They have everything you
That's
need.
what I'm talking about,
I
man.
need this.
Here's one for you.
Hold up, man. Let me see. Hold up. Look at you. Look
Yeah, you
at
was
you.
handing that to me. I didn't know. I thought y'all came equipped with these.
Right. Well, look, hey Sean, I got a question
Look, I
for
got
you,
this
man.
one.
Yes, sir. Shoot
All right,
at
then you went. Okay, you got Mature Clientele now. I remember you from Perfection Band. Was Perfection Band your band, or was it a band you was a part of, and then you made your move or whatever? How did that work out?
Perfection Band was myself and Mike Savage, who was the Congo player back in the time.
Okay.
Called him Fingers.
Light skinned guy.
Yeah,
Kinda-
brown skin dude.
brown
yeah,
skin, okay.
yeah. So basically, we started the band. I moved from Maryland to Virginia
Right,
in my senior year.
Right.
So 95.
right.
I failed like 3 times in Maryland. But, you know, see, people don't know. A lot of people think that I'm from Virginia.
Right,
But I went to Northwestern. I went to Nicholas Arm.
right,
Then I went to Northwestern for 2 years. Then I went to
Sorry, I
Duval.
did that one.
right.
Did you
I
see
remember
me?
And then after Duval, I came to Virginia.
Okay, I got. You.
So came to Virginia. We used to, you know, everything was an instrument back in the day. You found something to make your drums and your congos.
Right,
So me and Mike Savage, we used to beat on the school bus, on
Right.
the back of the bus. That was like the best drums and congos ever.
right.
The back of the bus. So
So we ain't have a bus.
we asked our bus driver. I was just bullshitting though. I asked my bus driver, white lady named Cindy.
Right,
So I said, Cindy, we trying to start a band up. This is 94.
right.
So we trying to start a band up, but we don't have no money. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Can you give us like $1,000 to start a band? I was just fucking with her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So the next day, we came on the bus, and when I was about to get off the bus to leave, she stopped me and she gave me an envelope with $500 in there.
Damn,
So I was like shocked, like I was like, nah, I was just playing. You don't have to do this. She was like, no, you guys make music for us every day. We love it because we was the band for the school for
That's what's
the
up.
bus. So she told me, start your band. All I want is a CD. And to this day, I've been trying to find this day. I cannot find it.
That's what's up.
That's all she
That's
asked me
what's
for
up.
was a
That-
CD. She gifted us $500. So we went, took that and bought drums, congos, and we started the band.
You know what's crazy? You always find somebody that's real
Spot on.
intricate, and you starting out in what you doing. Mine for me was my 6th grade teacher, Miss Wilson, when I went to Berkshire Elementary School. She let us watch Go-Go Live in school. After that, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, it's triggers.
It was like that dope, bam, that joint hit my vein. It was it. You know, I had to do it. But let me ask you this as far as with the whole Perfection situation.
Uh-huh.
So everything takes its course, right?
Uh-huh.
What exactly happened to where you had because I remember you from Perfection, but I didn't know the whole Mature Clientele thing it took off. And then I turn around, Mature Clientele.
So
know,
New Android.
so Perfection had a hell of a run.
Right.
We pretty much was the face for Virginia as far
Right.
as go-go. I remember when I first met Bam, we used to have a little recreation club that we used to play at. It used to be called the Pit.
Right.
So we used to, I'm talking about 300 kids in that joint. We used to pack that shit out. Yes. Jigaboo used to come out there all the time to play. So then what happened? We were managed by Big Butch.
Right.
So
Don't tell
Big
nobody
Butch,
else
huh?
That's cool.
Big Butch,
That's cool. That's cool.
Big Butch, pretty much
Oh, this the old Android.
I'm not even gonna say use. He got our band to open up the floodgates for Virginia as far as go-go is concerned. And with doing that, that's how we became popular. He started taking us out to I met Pee Wee. We used to go to Barnett. We played the Barnett's High Performance with Rome.
Yeah.
Play everywhere. You know, professional play everywhere. So that's why I met these guys.
Right.
I remember when I first met RB. I didn't say nothing to him, but I seen him in IHOP on Bladensburg Road. We had just finished playing the Barnetts, and they played somewhere else. But this is when they was Elevation. No, Young Trouble. They was Young Trouble. This little dude, loud as shit in that motherfucker, just going to everybody, fly little nigga. But I didn't know who he was, but I knew he played in the band.
Right.
Because they all had on the same shit. They was laced out.
Right.
So I was like, man, I don't know who the fuck this dude is. You know what I'm saying? So then later on, as time went and time progressed, I finally, met him.
Right. So it's cool to say that you all have a pretty much a history together, the four of y'all. But before we get all into all that,
Us four the closest, like far as the history.
right?
Yeah, we just let Sean in.
Yeah,
Right. Well,
I
look,
just got
well,
accepted.
look, I already look. How we get
Sean was
into?
there
I let all y'all in.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say see, alrighty.
There you go. He the
Here we
first
go
one.
with this.
I'm the king, yo.
I'm the king.
This is in my face, my right here.
I'm the real king.
That's what we here for.
You
BJ.
can't,
We
you
here for
can't,
them.
you can't make
We here
yourself
for them
the king.
today.
Okay. Let's talk. What you
Well,
got?
look,
Hey.
I gotta get to my man right here now.
Hey, nah, all of us play a role in each other.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all do.
It's
No,
like,
more so them. They
nah,
play a role
no,
with each
no.
other.
BJ came
so I don't get in there.
I'm gonna tell you.
Keep it
No, I'm gonna
100.
tell you how BJ
We ain't
was.
lying
I'm gonna tell you
today.
how the history with BJ is, right? The fact that I watched him come up from Mark's studio and stuff like that. That was his shows. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like BJ was the type that, like me, he'd take any band member and make them do what they didn't know that they can do. You know what I'm saying? I give him that because I know he probably know how to play congos and other little instruments that people wouldn't even look at him and think that he know how to do.
I really
So let
don't
me ask you this right here.
These two, yeah.
Before there was it was MAB 2.0. I remember when it was just Mental Attraction. That's when I found out who you was. I found out who you was. I'm gonna tell y'all when I first found out about all y'all. But is Mental Attraction the only situation you've ever been with?
My whole go-go
That's what's
career.
up, man.
That's why I love
Yeah.
it.
That's
why I
what's
love
up.
it.
Let me tell you something. Right now, a story like that is really needed, man, because the way the game is set up now, it's like the NFL.
Yeah.
I
And
was
it's like
telling you,
it's crazy.
like I was telling you, it's either you kept the same band or you know how to reinvent yourself.
Right.
And that's what I said I wanted to come and talk about. I was like, these probably think these jokers think I'm I said, nah, it's reinventing. I've watched this dude reinvent. I watched him reinvent from Perfection to Mature Clientele.
Right.
I watched him do Mental Traction, MAB 2.0.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I watched him do Young Trouble, Elevation, Prime Time. You know what I'm saying? That's three different, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, situations that you can't just like ignore. You know what I'm saying?
So BJ, let me just ask you this. When did you first start, and what was the exact? First of all, what was the exact moment where you was like, oh, I want to be in the band. This is what I want to do. Was there a
I
specific moment?
think the guys around me talked me into it, cause unlike these guys, man, like I never frequent go-go's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before I was in the band, I ain't really go out like that. He was doing other things.
Right.
And they was just telling me about it, and I started off, managing a band.
Okay. What's the name of the
It
band?
was called Child's Play. It's really Mental Attraction.
I heard that.
That's
before.
the
Yeah.
original
That's
name
the
of Mental
original name.
I
Attraction.
never knew that. I heard that.
Yeah, it was Child's
Because I
Play.
used to call them
We-
rather unique. I
Yeah,
used to get
we
it
never-
kinda,
yeah,
I
we
used to
That
get
never-
was
it mixed up.
Eden and play. I think he
Yeah,
played for Rather
That's
Unique.
why
Yeah,
I got
Congo
it mixed
E.
up.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's why I used to
Congo
always say that.
Congo E, he been here a very long time.
Yeah.
But our original Congo player was Ty,
Yeah.
Okay.
and he was his backup. So sometimes when you heard CDs,
Right.
it was either him or Congo E playing.
Right.
So we nothing like really never say, but until he stepped down, he became a pastor. Congo E became full time, but he was always with the band.
Right.
So I never like really. I guess I just learned go-go from my peers and the guys around Child's Play, and we never performed under that name,
Right.
but just practicing and getting stuff together. Then when I came in the band, it became Mental Attraction, and it's been that name for years.
Okay, that's what's up.
For many
And then,
years.
and so then you put the 2.0 with it.
The
different-
2.0,
yeah,
the 2.0, the 2.0 is because it's still the same.
Reinvent.
It's just different members.
Right. So same franchise.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Just different
Part of
members.
that reinventing, know how to be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's what y'all doing. Okay, look, watch this.
That's just like
Yeah.
Young Trouble, Primetime, and Elevation. It's basically the same thing.
thing.
I had my son. I never since Young Trouble. I never had another drummer. It always been.
Yeah,
Bone.
yeah. You said
I always
that.
had Lil Greg or Eva Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as long as you keep that certain formula, which is my
Right.
engine, I can build around it.
Right, right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So it basically the same. But
Same thing with Perfection, pretty much.
I definitely
We-
understand all
Perfection had to change the name for business reasons.
that. Okay.
So, Perfection had a lot of crime behind our shows in Virginia.
Right.
There's plenty of shootings in Dragon Sea Buffet, Mustache Cafe. A lot of shit. Even in Springfield, we used to play there. So I got some men that's behind them walls right now, from till this day, right
Yeah.
now, from shows that took place in Fredericksburg.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we were having a hard time getting in clubs in Virginia. So I was kind of, once my core members kind of wanted to veer off and do other things, I said, you know what, it's time for a change of a name. And Super Dan was our manager at the time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Super Dan was the manager at the time, and I said, I'm going to change the name to Mature Clientele. I was sitting in the car, listening to the radio, and every time they did advertisement for an event, they would always say, Mature Clientele is admitted only. You know what I'm saying? They would say
So
that
you
at
went
the
on
end.
and used it,
So
okay.
I said, Mature Clientele, man, I'm going to use that shit as a band name.
Right.
And this is when the Grown and Sexy circuit was kind of really kicking off. So we
Right.
was gonna try to go in that realm, but the crank was just too much in me. I couldn't stay on that
Right.
path.
I can
so.
dig it.
no, you
Well-
wanted the crank in you. Now you got it. You wanted to
See,
say, no, that's my man.
we not gonna talk. I'm gonna get you started.
I'm gonna tell you,
man.
look,
When I met him, he wasn't even a 1. He was a 2. I know him as a 2.
Let's get down to
I
it.
know
What?
him, man.
Only reason why I didn't do that to Sean because I was a 2.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up. I'm just like that.
I was a 2.
But I'm just saying.
But
I'm
no,
naturally a
but
1
no,
too.
But check this out, because I was a Congo player, so I can give you that. I ain't gonna lie, I started off as
Hold
a
up,
Congo.
but-
Well,
So I ain't even gonna fight.
that's what makes
But
me
guess
the
what
man. I
happened?
get it.
Guess what happened?
It's okay.
No,
Don't
no,
touch me,
don't.
BJ.
Guess what happened?
That's why I'm the man.
Listen.
When I was the 2, everybody said you should be the 1.
Listen, but see the difference between me. No.
But I was a Congo
No, I'm gonna
player.
tell you the difference.
They say you
I
should be a
told
lead
y'all.
talker.
Hold up.
You see what I'm saying?
Hold up.
So I said I couldn't win from
Man,
there.
we heard you, man.
Hold on.
We heard you.
bitches.
We heard you.
I'm
See,
bitches
the difference
on
between
the
me, I didn't
scans.
start off as a 2, then become a 1. I always was a 1. I took on a 2 for something else I knew how to do.
It was a 2.
But guess
I
what?
see him as Young Tro and Elevation as 2.
Yeah.
Young
No,
Trouble.
Young
Not Young Trouble.
One.
Elevation.
What are you talking
Elevation.
about?
No. Elevation.
Elevation.
It was the other. It was Lee's brother.
But
Was the
Right, but guess what?
But I
And
put
listen,
everything
but hold
together.
up.
though.
I'm not saying you- I'm not
just
saying you
talking about
wasn't.
that.
I'm just saying
When
how
went
I
to
met
Elevation,
you.
Kirky,
He not saying you
Listen,
wasn't. I'm saying you wasn't
Listen.
too.
I
I don't know what he said. And you was a two. So what y'all saying don't
Y'all
matter.
did the 2.
No, I took prime time from Fife. That's what happened.
J-Rock just said that
So,
today, yo. J-Rock
You
said
stole
how
steel.
it is a
He
bad
stole
way.
steel.
See, that's why they so much alike.
Okay, look.
He
well, look,
stole
look,
steel,
hold on.
They
man.
steal. How you steal a whole bag?
This nigga stole steel, man, right here.
Stole the whole bag.
I demand a
I heard you, and I've heard your story
Hey,
too
look,
about that.
See, what y'all don't know is Steel
No,
Band
I
was
was a
created
businessman.
from my band.
No, listen.
Perfection Band, Steel Band was.
But y'all still was my sons.
It
though.
was.
But y'all was my sons.
No,
And
they
Lo.
didn't. I'ma tell
And
you.
Lo.
Yes,
And-
they
and
did.
Q.
Listen,
Yes,
Q.
Lo before he
Hold
came.
up, Low.
Lo,
Listen.
Q, before he came.
No,
you not know the history behind Steel
No,
Band.
I do know the history.
Lo-
Let me tell you how. I'm
Lo-
gonna tell y'all the real history. I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm telling you who started. I'm telling you how it came about. Smurf started it, but listen,
Yeah, Smurf started.
they took the whole Perfection and started it.
Yeah, they did.
Low was my keyboard player.
Yeah, they did.
Q was my Congo player. They was in my band.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, light skin Q.
Yes, was in
y'all
my
snapped
band.
it, right?
The band,
Yeah.
they said we. Q said, hey, we trying a couple of things, man. We just doing some, we just
Right.
working on this little
And I'ma tell
project,
y'all how I
and they
came
started a
about.
whole man. Then next
ain't
thing you
steal
know,
that.
this guy was the lead fucking talker, and I'm like ball game.
No, listen.
Because Montana was the lead talker
No,
first.
because my cousin started
Now, I heard
managing the
that.
band. Rico started managing the band and asked me to come to a practice.
Right.
So I came to a practice and they had the spaceman dude or somebody, they had somebody else do there, right? Montana had got locked up. They said, I need your help. I said, bet, say less. I went to the practice, they had somebody else there. They played up the trade winds. I ain't lying. I got on stage, Smurf said, Q said, they said, that's it. Look, we need you. I said, nah, I backed up. This the last bit of steel. Jigaboo. We was playing up the CFE and Brian Manor. I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. My Congo player Spook said I gotta take a break. I said, oh, there you go, right there.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all. I know. I
Smurf
remember
called me.
seeing
It's a
all
business
y'all
call.
gentlemen.
Hold on.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about all y'all gentlemen though.
I'm not
Oh, go ahead,
finished.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, because I gotta let them know what happened.
People don't want to hear that.
Listen, Smurf called me, and I said, if I can have 50% or some stock in this band, then you got me.
This guy.
Got him.
Paperwork.
Okay.
So just so y'all know,
I ain't steal my
paperwork.
band.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I
think
didn't.
Q owned the
Paperwork.
band.
Q
Q
owned the
owned the
band.
band.
Q. Then when Q left, he gave me his percentage.
Okay. So I didn't steal the
how it
band
happened.
from
Look,
Fife like
BJ
DJ
phone.
said.
Right.
I didn't know Pete, dude
said he
Pete.
stole it.
Listen, can I talk? I let y'all
He
talk.
robbed
I don't say
him.
nothing.
Go ahead, RB.
No, I don't, because I'm gonna tell the real story. When I came home this last time, I said I'm not doing this elevation stuff again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta go back to doing what I do.
Right.
P called me. I didn't even know who P was. Johnny Graves on Facebook. I didn't even know who he
These are
was.
facts.
Right.
He called me. He inboxed me on Facebook and said, "I heard you home. You're a good lead talk." He said, "I got a walled-off band called Primetime." I didn't know who the fuck a Primetime was. Didn't care. Did nothing. That. You know what I'm saying? So he had practice the next day up Eric Brown studio. Go in the Streets was that's when Bugs and was doing Go in the Streets then. I went to Eric Brown studio. They had Fife lead talking. Pooh Jeezy was the Congo player. They had some other dudes.
Who they had drumming?
It didn't matter. I don't know.
It wasn't Bob.
No, it wasn't Bob. So
It wasn't Bob.
I went in there and they had a
Right.
show the next
ain't
day.
Bob.
This the first day I ever met this guy.
Right.
P. I pulled up. I listened to the band. They had a show the next day. He said, "Man, I just want you to just get up there." And I'm looking at them like, this shitty ass band. So I go the next day. This on my mother. This is a true story. I go the next day. They do the show. I get up there a little bit, do something.
Right.
So P say, "Man, what do I got to do to get you in my band?" And I swear to God, I told him, "You got to get rid of everybody in your band." And he said, "Who?" I said, "What
Tell
part
the
that you
truth.
didn't understand?" I said, "Everybody."
He told the truth.
And it's the first day I met this guy.
Damn.
Everybody.
I think he kept one person for like 2 weeks.
And that's only because he was giving her the thing. I got rid of her too. Worst singer ever.
Hey, well look, let me just say this.
See, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey,
I
look,
represent
True
2.0.
story. I can't make this up.
Hey,
Facts.
I
no,
cannot
I ain't got nothing to do
Now
with
look,
that.
Then he took your singer.
There's a lot of stealing between them two.
took your
man.
singer.
No, he started that. He did that.
This man,
No, on that. No, can I talk to enough for real sec? 1 second. Because everybody think, okay, once that
Right.
Chunk Lee got with
Right.
started with me. I never, when me and Chung got
Right.
first together, she said, I'm never leaving Steel. I never tried to get
She
her to
did
fit.
say that.
Her and
She
Bam
was
bumped
loyal
heads.
as
She
shit
was
to Steel,
loyal.
boy.
I never, and I was messing with
No,
Chung for years.
It was
for
other
years
people-
before she came on the prime
y'all
time.
share
It was
this.
other people who got
They,
in the middle of that.
they wind up going their separate ways. That's how Chung wound up.
Out of
with that. I
respect,
never asked her to come
out of
to
respect,
Steel.
it was no beef. Tell the RB it was no beef.
No,
what
nothing.
happened?
No,
What
nothing.
happened was, I had different people managing the band that I shouldn't, and they got in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Because I released the money. Once you release the money, you create a monster. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Smurf wasn't
Yeah, I
there
see
with the
what
money.
you're saying.
I should have been doing it. You see what I'm saying? Point blank and period. I'm the only one got stuck in the band. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chung Lee would have been safe. Everything would have been safe. I wouldn't have got stupid information.
steal the
told to
band.
me. But at the end of the day,
Y'all keep listening to BJ.
It was no-
I did not steal a band.
He
But
said
look,
he started
okay,
that.
but look.
oh, somebody said it.
Let me just say this.
Everybody get on the ground except for the manager.
Hey, well, let me just say
Let's
this.
go.
I met all y'all in different ways.
Right.
You, first time I saw y'all, we was gonna play at the Icebox. That's when they were doing the Sunday matinee.
Right.
I met you the week before. My
Right.
first impression of you was like, damn, you're a stick of dynamite. Straight up. when I
Right,
saw,
right.
cause that was when you had Jigaboo.
Right.
I met Spook before you,
Right.
actually, and I came that Sunday.
Push, yeah.
I met, and then the next week after I met them, we played. My old band played with y'all up there. It was at the Icebox.
The
On a
battle
Sunday,
time.
He ain't come to the
battle.
Icebox.
The
No,
battle.
the Icebox
he
battle.
played the one, but he played. Hold on.
Yeah, he wasn't. He ain't come to the Icebox. He
Go
didn't
ahead
come.
and
Don't give
talk,
him that.
man.
Look.
You did.
Listen to these little
The only one got bounced at the Icebox is Young Trouble and Jigaboo.
Hey, listen.
Look.
let
And
him
how
say it
performance.
because he
And how
already
performance.
lost.
Look.
Finish the story.
So
Let him
look.
say so now he was at the battle, so now he know he
Oh,
lost.
so look. So look.
Now he know he lost.
So I
But
seen.
you know what? Won't none of them beat me now.
I just beat you at the Howard Theater.
They
Hey,
keep
yeah.
talking about
I
me
just
beat
beat
me.
you.
There you go.
Nobody can
I beat you every time.
I knew
I
you
beat you
Because
every
everything
time.
that they try to
Hey,
do,
Sean.
I beat you
they
every
will all
time.
take an
I
L.
was the team I was
Finish
on.
the
Yeah.
story.
So look.
Yeah.
So I see you.
I'm the king of this shit.
I see
I'm the
you.
king of this shit.
I see
So I'm not
BJ
trying
up
to hear
there.
nothing he talking about. Smack
He
him all
had, he
across the
commanded
stage on
his
the
band.
biggest
That's
stage.
what I got
He
from
did.
him.
He did.
Then I,
What you get?
He did.
You was commanding your band.
I was scared
I
for
give
a
you
second.
that.
I said, hold up, I gotta get him.
Well,
You
Howard
still need
Theater?
to be scared.
I had to get not at the Howard. I'm talking about at the.
No, you need to be
I'm talking about the
at the
Icebox.
Icebox.
No,
No, you can boogie. I ain't
then-
gonna lie. You can
no,
boogie.
no.
You can boogie.
I get my lick back.
Especially y'all two. Y'all need to be very. Sean,
I got my lick
Sean
back.
don't bother
No,
me,
listen.
but y'all two, y'all can get it anytime. We can shut it up here, and we
Big
can
for
go.
you.
Don't
I
matter
got my
park.
lick- I got my
Let she
lick
worry
back.
about
You gotta go to band first. Then
I
you gotta
got
go
my
through
lick
league.
back.
You gotta go through band to league.
VIP.
Me and Bam, no, me and Bam, we just wait. We just go. You gotta go through league. No,
Hey,
matter of
hey,
fact,
you
you
ain't
ain't
gonna
said
let
that.
Sean-
So look,
No,
here's
nigga,
the
Lee can
deal.
go. Stop
Yeah.
playing my man.
He said
I
he
get
about
what
to
these
be
So
now.
now,
Hold
so
on,
I
now, put
see.
your camera on me. That's not
Yeah.
fair,
Why you ain't
BJ. He
looking at
on.
me?
See,
I'm about
BJ
to-
did that last time.
Hey, look,
Lee's
I'm
about
about
to
to
be
tell
now.
you
Listen.
something.
I got my lick back at bed for you. He know.
I don't know what he talking
He
about.
know it. Ah.
Well, look,
I ain't gotta get no
never
lick
lost a
back.
battle one-on-one
He been taking
ever
these
in
punches
life.
forever.
well, look here,
I ain't gonna lie,
look.
I slipped up.
So-
I slipped up at the bit. I'll tell you every time Howard Theater. I'll be take it to the Howard Theater. BJ dropped the mic, man. Listen, but while y'all did all that, while y'all was battling, I was at Martinez
He was battling
getting
me.
a bag.
I was just doing what I
Yeah,
do.
BJ, no, I was not
I
battling.
left
had
that
the
night.
longest Sunday,
I
right?
left, yes,
You
I
did.
left
Howard
That was
Theater.
good.
years.
I was there.
left
He
that
heckled
bag.
from the first band. I
did.
beat him.
He
Sean
heckled.
he was
did.
chilling.
I told him.
No,
I
he
don't
was
know
chilling.
why they
You
say
You know
that.
what?
No.
We kicking him back out. He on that light skin shit.
No bullshit.
He was nervous. Sean
It's on
was
video.
mad.
I was there the whole
It's
show.
on video. He heckled every band that got up there.
They was mad.
he didn't have a
These
band.
dudes is
You
mad.
said what?
He didn't have a band.
Yes, he did. He heckled every band.
Nah, he was just
While
watching.
we was playing.
I was watching.
He was watching.
I'm serious.
I was standing right there talking to
We
him.
taking this
Yeah.
seat, bro.
Ain't no
Look,
bullshit.
look,
I was
look,
right there
look,
talking
He's
to him.
telling the truth.
Hold up. All right, look, y'all.
But
all
I
y'all
do it to
gentlemen,
him
all
again.
y'all gentlemen, y'all have a blue card in front of y'all. I need y'all to look at them cards. We're gonna go around the room. What
Mine
you,
sounded a little gay a little bit.
what you gonna say?
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
All right, cool. Stop there. BJ, what I need you to do, let's say you got a person that you've been trying to get forever in your band. They try and get them too, though. But what is it that you could tell them, that you could tell that person why they should come to your band? What is it? What is it the best thing
Only
you could
thing
tell
I ever stood on my whole go-go career is Crank. A lot of these guys stand on money. They stand on audience. They stand on performances. I guarantee you how I Crank, man. That's all I can ever. That's the only thing I can guarantee. I can't guarantee you 1,000 people. I can't guarantee you nothing.
Right.
But I'm okay, but my Crank is sick.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell you. And that's a fact. And ain't nobody on here sitting up here gonna say different unless we gonna take it to the stage soon as the pandemic over. And that's how
I'm saying it right now. Don't take me to a good table. I will punish you. When have you ever beat me? Any band that I ever had. In life.
What's your card read?
My card say, you have the right to remain silent.
All right, what is it that you hear, past or present, that bands do, or a specific player in the band do, or just something that you see people do in these bands that you just like, man, cut that bullshit out?
You saying, what do I see that people do or that bands do that they just need to cut it out?
Yeah, as far as when they playing, or pet peeves and things you might not should do, or maybe things you should do, but everybody doing it.
I'm going to tell you.
know?
Copy off the greats. Stamp their styles off of the people that are rapper, Bugs,
Right.
G, carbon copies. We didn't have to do that. That's one thing I can say, respect. I'm not the greatest lead talker, but I'm me.
Right.
You hear me on anybody's stage, you gonna know it's me. I appreciate that. No, all of y'all, every one of these guys right here,
Got their own style.
if I hear them on anybody's stage,
know it's them.
I know it's them. Not just because I know them personally, they have their own fucking style. I can't stand people
if I hear
that
somebody
copy
do
other
his
people.
stuff, I can tell because not too many people talk on the 3.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
The third count,
On
you
the
talking
third,
about?
on the
I'm-
3.
yeah,
He's the only one that does that. I be
Let
laughing when
me
he do, 'cause
stop
I
y'all
know
right
how to do
here.
it.
See, no, listen. That's what makes this show so special, though.
We
You hear
study
what he
each
just
other.
said, though?
We talk on
Study
the
each
1,
other.
'cause we let-
But you
we
don't
talk
hear
behind
other
the
people
phone.
talking like that on the 3. A lot
I
of
be
people don't know what that
talking on the
means.
beat.
They don't know what that means.
I'll be talking
And
on
I'm
the
glad
beat.
that y'all are talking like
Or
that.
in between.
Or in between. Yeah,
So-
you can do in
so
between
there's
the
a
beat.
reason why
Talk
I
on
do
the
that,
beat,
though.
in between the beat.
When I was lead talking in Perfection, I used to talk on the beat all the time because
Right.
I'm a student of the game.
Right.
But who I used to copy my style from was Joey from the Huckabucks.
Okay.
That's who I took my style from because back then I was singing more and doing all the type
I
of
was
shit.
battling Joey.
So I fucked with the Huckabucks hard. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But that was my band. But anyway, my band used to joke me all the time. Man, why everything you say on beat, on beat, on beat? So I had to come up with, because I got tired of hearing that shit. I said, I'm going to come up with a way where I'm going to do what I got to do without hearing them say I'm coming on beat. So I start counting off on a 1 or a 3.
Okay, I got
So I even make my band play that way as well. So when people come through this band, they be like, this nigga Sean don't know how to fucking
never
count.
gonna change.
But I do
It's
it
gonna be
deliberately.
Right.
And what people don't understand is drop-offs on the 1 and the 3 is an element of surprise. Like, there's not too many bands that can do it. It's hard to
And where it
execute it
makes
because
sense.
musically it doesn't make sense. Yeah, a lot of people can do it.
do all
Everybody do it.
3.
You say ow,
No. It's not everybody can't do it because we say, oh, wait a minute, you still get that one, or you'll get an extra measure.
You get an extra
I don't want that measure. I want that shit to stop right then and
Hey,
there.
Sean, don't tell him you.
Yeah, they get my secrets. I just told the secrets, you know.
Don't tell him that.
I'm like he just broke something.
He just learned.
Yeah, we been
That's why he getting better. That's something he
I need you to read your card, man. Read your card.
Hey, listen, that's why he
Everybody
getting
know what
better.
I do.
What
Tell
you
me
say,
so.
man?
My car say you had 1 phone call.
I bet.
Back home,
This
me
what's
back.
going on. Echo Lounge, right? Echo Stage, right? They not doing RE, Junk, and Back. They doing y'all four.
Right.
It's the morning of the show. Now, you could put a group text out to these 3 gentlemen, or you could just pick one specific one. What in the hell you gonna tell them
man,
before the big battle? You can say what you want.
Huh? What the fuck type of question is this? You do that in front of all 4 of us.
I say,
Man, I'm gonna call all of album and
I'm
be
okay
like,
with
look,
my
we going
cranking
to
shit.
war,
They said
yeah.
they know who said it. I
Oh
say
my
that.
gosh, I can't pick one.
That's what they said.
Because
They
if
said
I
know
pick
who
him,
said it.
How long
Right.
you been saying that, BJ?
They said what?
Long time.
If I
Say
pick
what?
him,
The man
boy,
Robert
we
been saying
going
that
to
for a minute.
jail. What?
Years. Since
If I
Elevation,
pick
before I even got
Sean,
locked up.
we fuck around,
I don't
take
know
over
about
business.
that.
So I don't know. It's like all
We
three
had a
of
song
them
like
playing
that. Put
different.
me in
Oh
Six
my
Sticks.
gosh.
Put me in. We got a song like that, bro.
Yeah, that's R&B. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. We
I'm not even
disrespectful
listening
shit.
My man say he gonna get his phone call. His one phone call, he gonna spend it telling every last one of y'all he taking y'all to war.
Yeah.
All three of y'all.
Yeah.
Make me last, cause you know that's
I will tell you that too.
it. I don't know about no lead.
That is Lee shit.
Because I gotta get all
Alright,
of them
bro.
out of the way.
Well, I'm
You gotta
saying
get 'em out the way.
tell
I
him
gotta
take
get
it
them
from
out
me.
of the
Clean
way.
your circuit out, huh?
Yes, I gotta clean the
Tell
whole
him come take it
room
from
out.
Okay.
Because
Alright.
he's a professor, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to jail fucking with him, and he retarded. He's gonna fuck around and blow the whole building up. He ain't gonna be able to do shit. No.
It's not true. It's not true.
Hey,
It is.
Hey,
It
RB,
is.
what your car say, brother? I'm curious to know.
My car say forget about it.
All right, look.
Messing with me. You should put my name. Let me write down. Fucking with BJ. Forget about it.
Let me ask you this.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, because you know
Hey,
he
look.
got the little Godfather type stuff.
Yeah,
Forget
about it.
Yeah.
So, RB, let me ask you this question. What is it that a person could come to your organization and do to the point where you like forget about it? Like the one thing that's gonna piss you off to the point, man, get them out.
Hey, yo,
Oh, out of my band?
y'all
Yeah,
wanna hear some
if
funny
they
shit,
came,
yeah?
if they came trying to get into your band.
Oh, first of all, one thing about me and a couple of my band members on here, I don't do. If I'm trying to build a product or
Right.
trying to build a brand, if one of my members, if I see them now, go on and sit in.
Right.
But when you playing with a person every week, that's not a sit-in. You play with
Right,
them.
you playing, right.
So that's one of my main things. If you could be with Primetime, you could be with
Primetime.
Primetime. You ain't playing with
Respect
nobody
that.
else.
Respect that.
And that's how I carry with everybody in the band.
I respect
Now, I'm
that.
not saying don't go get your money if we ain't doing nothing or don't go.
Right,
That's not what I'm saying. But nah, you ain't about to go play with no other band. It's too many people out here that playing with 2-3 bands full time. Now, you can forget about that with me.
The live button young this whole time.
That nigga smoking his own product.
Yes.
All right. Well, look,
Oh,
RB, I'm
I'm
gonna stay with
surprised,
you
y'all.
on this one, man, because
God.
I asked you a question earlier, through the week. What is it that you had to say about or feel about the top 10 bands? I want to know exactly how you feel about the whole situation.
Ask
with
that
the top
question
10.
again.
What do you feel about the top 10 bands, RB? Like,
My live wasn't
lay it
even
all on the line right now.
All right. Let's put it like this. Name me the top 10 band before I answer this question.
God damn it.
What you mean? The Backyard, RE, Junkyard, what band?
I got two people looking
grown,
at
the ones that's
me.
hiding grown
Like
and sexy
30
too as well.
motherfuckers and shit. My live wasn't even on. Fuck about RB.
I'm not even talking about so much even nothing in the bounce beat, although that whole circuit, they kind of
Yeah, but we talking about the
Right.
the ones that we grew up under. Like I
Yeah.
understand. Oh,
Same style, kinda.
Right.
So you said ask me what I what?
How do you feel about the top, what they call the top 10 circuit?
How do I feel about what? In what aspect?
As far as like, do you feel that the position that these y'all bands are in, that y'all feel y'all get slighted at times?
A whole lot.
And if so, give examples.
Oh, that's a
and what
perfect question
exactly
for me.
Yeah.
All the time.
Go for it. It's
When I
all
mean,
you.
when it comes to these top tier bands, quote unquote, because they ain't top tier to me. But I'm just saying, like, I respect them. I respect the Backyards. I respect the Junkyards. I respect the REs. But they still, well, I ain't even gonna say RE because RE always been their same lane. They still
Right.
the same. But when it comes to these, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Right.
They not out here saying, oh man, look man, let's put these people. They want everything to themselves because they still trying to hold everything to themselves. And they old as dirt. Even though some of us might be the same age, but we got more energy, we got more new things, we got more originals. Right. Now, out of all the top tier bands, name me how many of them bands actually have original? Because if we can name one band that's a top tier band, I can name you everything that they hit. You can find it somewhere.
Right.
You can find it some way. So, but my thing is, they not trying to pull us up. They just trying to still hold everything to themselves. So, And we've been doing this just as long as them. You know what I'm saying? They not reaching out saying, man, look, man, you know what, man, let's go get MAB because you know they got a little bit more energy. They might be best for this show. Well, let's pull them along. They ain't doing that. They go the opposite way. Hold up. And I say that because how I feel about the top 10 bands, and I ain't saying all of them, but I'm just saying majority because you asked the question. So if you take it personal, then you take it personal. I don't care. But they blackballing us. Nah, don't get that band. Say like if your band cranking,
Right.
they don't want you to open up in front of them.
Right.
Oh no, we don't want that band. Why
Or
not?
if they do that,
Because they don't want their people to see
Yeah,
you.
but you're right.
You
Had
understand
you
what I'm
playing
saying?
at 9 o'clock.
But see that
ain't nobody
right
playing
there
at
can go.
1.
Yeah.
I've peeped that plenty.
That
of
right,
times.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
That can go on and
We
that
did,
can go on and on with me.
Situation of Twist Lounge, like I got new management now. My stuff different. I ain't got to pay no
I could
bad
have
members
sworn the
no
question was on me, bro.
I mean, bro,
you
y'all-
going around the room.
You gonna have a problem with them too. That's what they do. Man, Sean, we already know.
Hold on.
You know.
Hold on. You
All
got
right,
anything
I
else
did
to
something.
say?
Yeah, I was.
Go. Let the man get, get his burn on.
I just said my live wasn't even on. I'm trying to catch back up. My people looking like, what happened?
I mean, I
got to retake my
I
stuff.
call them. I mean, with the exception, and we got one more brother that I always call all the time, and that's Lee. But when it come to us, man, like we the new faces, and 9 times out of 10, none of them even want this work, but none of us for real. Facts.
Right.
I mean, that's just like that ain't no disrespect to nobody, but I ain't got none of them going song for song with me. Nail one of them, and I ain't even got to touch a cover. Can any of them top tier bands say that? All right, let's just say this. Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's put it on an even playing field. With nobody, they don't know who a backyard is. They don't know who a prime time is. Who you gonna pick? If them people don't know you think if you put all of us in the pot, you think half of them top 10 bands gonna come out? Hell no.
You know what I said last week? I mean, the last time I did
They gonna
this
get
show,
punished.
I said, if you take some of these bands that's coming up and y'all go travel somewhere where don't nobody know no historic names
Smash
and all that.
Smash them.
A lot of these bands in this circuit will do something to
Smash.
them what they call top tier bands because you got good material.
I'm going to tell
that
you.
people just want.
Can I talk
All right,
now?
now I'm gonna lead with this one. Now, and I call them a top tier band, but I have a problem with them, not personally as people,
Boy, it's young.
and that's vibe. You know why? You know why I have a problem with, and I'm not talking about the people, because man, Dirk talented, man, he can sing his
Talking about
ass off.
it's
They
what they
like
doing.
that. They like. I mean, they are so mute, and they can do anything. They crank. They do
was
it.
there.
But why you gotta be so talented to hit other band covers?
Yeah,
See, when the
that's
go-go
how
that I came from, that was frowned upon.
Bust their
They
head.
say south for that.
He ain't even the first person I heard.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason. I can never respect that.
Right.
You too talented. Y'all are too talented. I don't want to hit you in
it's-
sardines or none of that other stuff.
You know what? Somebody
it's
asked me
decreased. I
that
got
because I
3%.
made the
It's
same
going down.
point, and they thought I had something against DC Vibe. I'm like, no, I don't have nothing against Vibe, but
it's
Man,
on.
Vibe is a talented band. They crank, man.
Oh,
Got
the-
Dirk is a singing. Man, they like that.
Every. I'm gonna
I
tell
just
you
don't like what they
something.
do.
They got.
I believe they just wasting their talent.
Good
It might be
drummer, good
now.
conga,
Was it on at
everything
first?
Sound good, but to hit off people think that's my only thing I can't get around with them,
Look, Kenny right here.
and that was it. You know
Quick
what I
right
mean?
there.
But good band though.
Great
You know,
band.
got
Talented
good
motherfucker.
mechanics.
Man,
Man,
you
Quick
know,
is my brother.
I like Vibe though. Honestly,
Right.
I like that back line.
We not talking about the. I just
like the
literally
back
said
line.
the band is awesome. I'm talking about the song selections that they choose.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the song selections. I don't want to hear you hitting other go-go band stuff that's still actually
Well, see,
playing their
you-
stuff.
So they try. They basically
They
going as
just
a
get more
tribute
tributes.
band.
Yeah, they
They
get
doing
more
tributes.
tributes
So
than
it's a
anything.
tribute band.
It's a
Yeah,
tribute
change
band.
it to change the name.
Now,
to-
what I've
to Vibe
understood is
Tribute.
that's the lane. That
Well,
they
okay,
take.
if you look
Now,
at
I
it
don't know
that
if
way,
that's right, but
if that's what Vibe is all about, being
Then say
if
that.
that's how he, then okay. Now I say I never thought of it that way. Now that you saying that, if that's what they
But
say,
he
okay,
trying
this
to
what
be
we do.
tough about it,
that's the
explaining
line
why
that
he
they.
do
That's
it.
the
You know what I'm
lane.
saying?
Instead of
Right.
you saying,
So this say I'm a
yeah, instead of
tribute
him
band.
just saying
Okay, now
that,
that's what we expect.
you know,
Yeah.
But don't
I'm
get out there
paying
hanging
respect.
nothing
He
like,
like,
I'm
man,
out
whatever,
with
I
all
get
the
to play
big
what I
dogs,
want to
nigga, but you
play.
playing everybody
Yeah.
else's stuff.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
can't respect
Yeah,
that.
nah, they say they're a
And you
tribute
too
band.
talented. You got Quick,
Damn,
you got
I
Dirk.
don't
That nigga's a
damn,
monster.
that's worse
That
than
whole
my
band
situation.
like that.
You had good stuff.
Yeah, man.
And there ain't no shout out to nobody, but y'all know I say what I gotta say.
So,
and I really don't
so
care.
what
I'm
do
just
y'all
letting y'all-
takes on on the same subject matter, I just asked them as far as the.
Let's let somebody.
All right.
Come on, Sean.
I'm gonna say something about it. Okay.
That's it.
I feel. First of all, I got much. I tip my hats off to all of the greats that have been here, that have been here and steadily been here.
Right.
What I feel is that as you, everything dies, everything goes away.
Right.
Whenever it's your time, it's your time.
Right.
And ultimately, you got to pass that torch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you definitely got to do what you need to do to stay relevant and stay,
Right.
doing what you got to do and stay on top of your game. But it's so much out here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so much out here for go-go that you can't. It's like, I feel like sometimes the bigger bands it's like a kid that's in their room and they got company to come over there. There's toys
can't play with my
you
toys.
can't. They put all the shit right there to themselves. You ain't playing with my toys.
Right.
Can't be like that. It's enough to go around for everybody.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, and the thing is that you can work together to make your situation a lot better. You see what I'm saying? So I do my own shows.
Right.
So it's not about like I'm trying to put someone that's mediocre right here or right there. Nah. I want the same intensity, the same everything, because it just makes the show for a better and bigger show. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're doing all the make them play at 9 o'clock or do this, you're doing a disservice to the whole fan base that's coming out to the show.
Right.
Yep.
So it's a hindrance, And the thing
That's
is,
what's up.
it's like it's just basically you. It's wild, man. It's
Mine's gonna be
real
short
wild.
and sweet.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fuckery. It's a lot of fuckery in
I'm
go-go.
gonna go last. I'm gonna go last
You
about
know,
the big bang.
it just need to be.
You mean the
You know.
quote,
Cause I was the
man.
first. Yeah, quote unquote. I'm one of the first ones that was playing with him.
And it's a lot of obstacles
You're
too
always
that
the
you gotta
first
go.
to do
So like
everything.
with T.O.B.
Right.
Let's go to T.O.B. for example.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get off the subject.
You was the first to play. What were you talking about, man?
This shit is set up by design.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait till my turn. He said.
T.O.B. been cranking for a long time. A long
Yeah, my
time.
little younger.
But until they got that acceptance to
Right.
move up, they were gonna stay right there.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand. That it's a higher power in go.
Yeah, and
Right.
they accepted him.
If
and
you're
that's
not in the mix of that high power, you're gonna stay
So
right
like
where
a
you at.
go-go
And let me say
Illuminati or
Yes,
something?
it is.
'Cause I wanna
I've heard
yes,
that.
yes.
I didn't believe it.
And I'm
Yes.
gonna say why. And I was gonna call you today, but I said we had this show tonight, and I was gonna save it for the show, and I wanted to say it in front of everybody. The Go-Go Wars was bullshit, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. And I ain't talking about MAB. I'm not talking about Prime Time. I ain't talking about Steel or with your band. All Star Playing. All Star Playing.
I like
You
that.
supposed to got it.
I love it.
Still
Y'all
burning.
or Vibe.
It's still
Y'all
still
supposed to
bad.
got it.
It's still.
I
it's still
wrote it,
bad.
you know.
Yeah, nobody was doing what y'all was doing through the
Yes,
pandemic.
Yes.
Man, crank.
You
And I ain't gonna lie,
understand.
Sean. We gave you hell.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me, BJ, Bang, we gave you hell. You came through the mud for years. We gave you hell. You got here though, through the mud. Ain't nobody getting nothing.
Right.
I was fucking with him.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, we didn't accept you at first.
Yeah, I know. I already know.
I was the first one
Look
too.
at this happy crank back to VA. You hearing that?
I was the first one.
I
to
was
accept
cool with
him.
Sean.
I was always
cool.
I was
I
always
was
cool
cool
with
with
Sean.
I was cool with him.
But they had a party crank. He ain't
That's
had
why
that.
it's
That's
called
what
party
started.
crank.
No, I don't like the
But
party
it
crank.
started turning dirty.
Yeah, now it's dirty.
Now it's dirty
See, now
crank.
the real
Yeah.
party. See, you was at like
He
a
done
bar
had a
mitzvah.
Congo J.
See,
bar mitzvah.
you was at like
And
a
he
bar
got
mitzvah party. Like it wasn't a real
Thunder
party.
Sugar
Let me
Now
answer.
you
Let me
the
Cement
answer.
foot. I
But
call
you
him. I call
understand-
that man cement foot.
Oh, we gonna get to all that.
me-
Go,
let me-
go. What you gonna say?
I'm just gonna answer the question like this. I love all the bands, but I ain't threatened. That's it.
All right, and since we back,
Simple with me.
Facts, big young. That's facts.
since we
They
at it
talk
right
business
now and
vibes,
we
though.
kind of touched it, Sean, explain something about Virginia Go-Go where you see it going,
Man,
where
y'all
you want to
starting
go,
to skip
maybe where it
over me.
came from, and,
Alright.
everything.
I'm bound to say you skipped
I
over.
think
No, go ahead.
Virginia,
We want Sean to
Virginia,
talk about it.
Virginia is a great market for go-go. And to be honest with you,
Oh, I know.
Virginia is stabilizing our market.
I couldn't get a haircut, y'all.
When I
barber
say
right
that, If it wasn't for Virginia, Go-Go would have really dwindled down a long time ago. That's what people don't understand. Because if you think about it, your what bands, 60% of their crowd is from Virginia. That's flat out. If I go to a what show, I'ma know 60% of the people that's in that motherfucking show because they used to come see my shows, to come see my band. And some still do.
Right.
Backyard got a heavy Virginia presence with them.
What's up, Mike?
So what I'm trying to say is, because it's so readily available now in Virginia, it wasn't like that before. See, people don't understand that Virginia, well, you know because you're from VA.
Yeah.
But when we had our Go-Go's in Virginia, Perfection was probably the first band to house Go-Go's in clubs in Virginia. Because all Virginia Go-Go's was in Elks Lodges, VFWs,
These two.
shit like that. It wasn't in clubs.
Right.
So we translated that shit into the clubs.
Congo, yeah.
And then once that happened and more clubs when they start getting their entertainment license, they start doing more and bands popped up from all over the place.
You know what was crazy about
was heavy
VA?
out VA too.
It was crazy
Yeah,
out
y'all was.
VA. I'm
We
gonna
was
tell
fucking
you.
with y'all.
Yeah, we is.
But I'm gonna tell you,
It's
what
facts.
was
Take
crazy
a shot.
about VA to me was when I
the
first
only one that
came
wanna
down
give me
there, I didn't know they had go-go bands. I didn't know.
He the only one that don't.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Then I started
this guy.
seeing it was bands down there. And when I started seeing bands down there, it was like, hold on. It was like it changed up because I remember, I was used to the bands up where I was from.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like, hold on, this is something different. You know what I'm saying? I got intrigued with it because it was something I never saw before.
Right.
And the thing and I started getting to the point where I kind of like the way the people accepted it there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm cool with that. And it was just something different. And it was like people were genuinely liked it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, cause I know that when I lived up here, it was like we love go-go, but it's around us so much that, you know what I'm saying, you don't get that boom when somebody
It's
say
not
something.
appreciated because it's default. That's the music.
Right.
You going outside, you gonna hear a band set up right outside. Block
Yeah,
parties
yeah,
all day.
Yeah, it
You know what I'm
was
saying?
so
In DC.
scarce in VA.
Virginia is not like
damn,
that.
shit
But what
really-
people
there's my ass out here.
But what needs to be said though, to be honest. All this VA shit and Maryland shit, DC. Most of the motherfuckers that live in Virginia are from DC and Maryland.
That's where I'm at.
They just
That's-
migrated out
that's-
there and changed their life. Slow their life down. Got a family. They're from fucking Maryland and Virginia. So you can't say all this VA shit.
Well,
It's the
it
same
been a
shit.
DMV.
You know what I'm saying?
It been a DMV for years.
And you know what? It be for real with you.
They say I'm lying. About what?
They said I got the wrong VA nigga on here. This one saying that.
What he say?
Man.
What he say?
Yeah, I don't know. He gotta come up here.
But
Go ahead, y'all.
so let me ask you this. Right now, what do you want to see the VA bands do?
Nah.
They making money.
I'm gonna say this is where I feel the VA
Sean, the
band.
only one who crossed over. They can go anywhere.
For one, remain humble.
Right.
The other band.
Because you've been together.
Because
Because
in VA?
not even putting names out there.
I know exactly.
Remain humble.
I
Nah,
know exactly.
they go for all of them. They go for all of them.
tell you,
Like,
all
for
the
real.
All of them.
It's three of them.
You got
It's like three or four.
collective measures.
I don't know who that is.
You got
You got what's
got
the name?
Major League.
You got Major League.
You got
You
mature
got,
clientele.
You got
We're
much-
not Virginia band.
Nah, they
y'all lost.
We not,
we
bro.
can't.
There's nothing wrong with
Nah, we
being
can't.
It's
give
nothing,
the
bro.
card.
We a band.
No, you can't
We a
give him this
band. You
card
gotta
and put it
stand.
back, BJ.
You gotta understand something.
What do you mean? I don't control this card.
We are a band. I don't classify myself as a DC band, Maryland. We're a band. I just happened to start my career in go-go in Virginia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
you're a
And I
Virginia
So that's why he came
and I had to
set the
learn
record
on my
straight.
own.
That's why I knew
we
what
never
he was talking
we
about.
never got no fucking
Nobody come and
encouragement
show
or
y'all.
somebody
Yeah.
come and teach us how to do what we do.
Y'all
They
did.
had the advantage because
Yeah.
they're in the mecca of where go-go was
Right,
at.
right.
So all the way out there, we had to emulate what we heard on
Right.
tapes, CDs.
Yeah,
and
'cause
shit,
there wasn't no
and-
YouTube
and-
back
and
then on
create
no
our
nothing.
But
own sound.
I was going out VA.
Fam, you was
going out
every
Yeah, cause that's where you
Listen, matter of fact,
that's where you stole steel at.
Listen, I stole them from
Bam,
Brainwaves.
that
Nah,
did.
listen.
Listen to that.
Check this out. JB was just saying it the other day. JB was like, I remember coming into a show and I did the sound, and it was a nigga on stage like, nah, we gonna have to cut the lights on.
My shit went all the way down.
I was all the way out Roanoke, Virginia, young. Like, had the whole crowd jumping, but the dudes from down there was mad because the girls liked this. JB came in that joint, and we rumbled 80 dudes out that joint, like, and did good. Like, we got out of there, but they had guns. But EB told us not, and this wasn't even EB, this JB. JB walked in there and say he was talking about this. He was like, this jigaboo.
Right.
But at the same time, we was out Virginia, Because even How the Grease started coming out there. Chuck started seeing it.
Yeah.
It was bringing them out Reston,
Yeah, I remember
Roanoke. We was going out West Virginia, Fredericksburg, Westmoreland. You know what I'm saying? Up the Civic Center. We was going up King George. I was like,
Everywhere.
Sean and them was doing, Perfection was all
We
was
was on
everywhere.
everywhere in Virginia.
Everywhere
And
you went, they said Perfection.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
So,
They said Sean and them name.
so as far as the situation, as
But
far
we
as
was out
VA,
there, though.
would it be safe to say that, there are some bands that play in VA that's like, okay, we can go on the other side, but the thing is, the money right here.
The money right there.
That's what I was
And
gonna
it's
say.
like,
See,
why?
See,
why
VA,
bad?
this was, I had a vision. I had a vision for
Hey,
VA.
look, we getting the money on
I had a whole
Yeah, I'm
vision.
going around the corner on the other street.
I wouldn't
You know, I had
Sean and them
I had
didn't
a
even
whole
need to come across. They
I
was
didn't.
getting
I had a
it.
whole vision for VA,
he
right?
was.
But motherfuckers kind of like they ain't trying to fall in line. So
Right.
either get down or you
It
just
turned
gotta
into
lay
Sean
down. So
running
look,
and shit.
nah, but
Tell the
listen,
truth.
but listen. I got 23 years, bro.
He was
I done
start
done
running
every
VA.
fucking thing you could think about in Virginia. Virginia State is so fucking big. Is what you don't understand.
it is.
It
Right.
take 4 hours to get to here to Blacksburg,
Right.
Virginia
Yeah.
Tech. 4 hours just to go there. So you're looking at 4 hours every direction to go somewhere in Virginia. Okay? If you have 5 bands, okay? Talk about weeklies. Slim. Niggas can be on different edges of the fucking
Yeah.
Virginia every fucking
Every
week.
week. The Green
we
Turtle.
can build our own backyard, northeast, and junkyard right there in Virginia.
Yeah.
Right.
But everybody wants to be the fucking king of the king of the whole state.
Right.
But it ain't gonna work like that. For one,
Right.
I'm too fucking smart for this
Right.
game. For one, and for two, your talent gotta match
And
your
you under-
motherfucking.
And the difference on our side
Your
is
brand
we couldn't
and
go
your
demand
talent
the Trey
gotta
Waynes
match you
or
trying to dictate
go
anything
demand
to me
the,
when it comes to that shit
what was
I'm
that other
writing.
joint that they was classics? We couldn't do none of that.
But
shit.
see, but another thing though
They
about
had
Virginia,
avenues
but
out there.
this what you gotta remember about Virginia. Cause my little band that
He
I
asked
put
all
together
the
when we
questions.
went through this. When you go to that white man and tell him you want to play, he damn near tell you everything, but nigga, you ain't playing here.
exactly. Right.
See, that's a whole nother element
whole
that ain't
nother
that
element.
battle out that mug.
Yeah.
And that's just for real.
Hey,
You know,
tell them how they live stream and pick it up. There ain't nobody telling them that yet. Instead of just the phones and stuff.
Oh, go to Uncensored Network.
Oh yeah, Uncensored Network.
Uncensored
y'all.
go on the Uncensored Network. I
You
wrote
can
up
share
a
it. You can
statement.
build a
Right.
watch
Right.
party on the page.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it, but my fucking phone.
I wrote a
did.
statement
Oh.
up earlier
I
how to
was
do
100
it.
people.
I wrote a
Damn.
whole
Yeah.
statement.
Oh, my little
off.
shit
I
cut
just
off
started
too.
over. It just cut
Oh,
off.
look, my shit cut off. Hold up.
Now it's cut off. It says looking for service or something.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm back,
so
though, B.
so as far as
Oh,
though
my
the
gosh, I
whole
gotta get
VA
back.
thing now, right?
Build no
Because
junkyard.
the last time I saw you,
Oh, gonna say something
Was,
about y'all.
No, Big
I think it was a night. It was a Sunday night, and I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That was your show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You put that together. That was real lovely.
Yeah.
But you was what I saw you
What's the
being that
uncensored
night
joint?
was like the courier of the VA flag kind
How
of.
you
Like
mean?
you was trying to. What would you trying to get them to understand?
What I'm
baby?
trying to get the bands to understand is
Uncensored.
instead of you, it's just like out here. BJ had a show. Prime example. Me and Arby just did a fucking show together.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was not one fucking gripe, no beef, no nothing.
Right.
We went in there, we did what the fuck we had to do, and we got off stage.
Right.
Done. Did a show with them.
Yep.
Out in Wheaton Lounge. Same
Right.
thing. Me and this man was talking right before
Right.
they get. Me and BJ, he had his own night on at the Beer for You.
Right.
Sean, y'all come down? Yeah, we came down like 3 weeks in a row. You build this shit together.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not about, like I said, I pick up something from each one of these dudes.
Right.
I don't go in there with like, I'm gonna fuck them up. Nah.
Right.
I'm going in there off, we gonna crank. We gonna do something together.
Right.
Now what I'm not gonna do
I do.
is just go in this joint and just
get
go
your
belly
ass-
up and get
No,
laid
I
down
don't.
and
Right.
stuff.
Nah.
I'm gonna do what I gotta
Every time.
do to stay afloat. When you play with good bands and
get your
quality
right
bands,
every
that
time.
makes you get better.
Yes, I do.
Right.
You can't play.
I go into it trying not fuck you up or you up or you a person.
No,
I'm trying
that's
to
just
fuck
what
the
I
stage
do.
up.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
Y'all trying to fuck that
you
stage
can't
up.
do
Period.
If you take it personally,
Yeah.
it's because I'm lighting bombs. Boom.
But you know what's
BJ
crazy
be like,
about what
oh,
y'all saying?
oh.
Do y'all know how many bands?
And
And I think this the wrong attitude with bands I
He
had.
was like this.
But it's a lot of bands
I said, yeah, I got
that
the
their
mic now,
whole
nigga.
momentum of playing is because if they say we playing with Sean
How
and
you
them
start
next
a
week,
watch party?
the whole time they like their whole goal is we
Bruh.
gonna fuck Sean and them up instead of just saying we gonna put together a good show. We gonna be our best. And if we at our best, it should be good enough to be better than any other band. It's like they're motivated by, you know, who they playing with instead of just wanting to put out the good
You-
product.
you know why
I ain't
that is?
saying don't go out there and do your thing.
How you start a watch party?
You know why that's like that though?
It says
Because
watch party.
when you have somebody that's set a bar, okay,
Right.
your goal, your objective is to reach that bar or get above that bar.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you take the time to actually get to know the motherfucker that set the bar and build a relationship on some business shit, then that won't be your goal. Your goal is just like, man, I'm trying to be right there. I'm trying to get money with these motherfuckers. They got something going right. Let's get money.
Right.
Let's build this whole brand together. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not like that in Virginia. Like, I have single-handedly put every band in Virginia on a card of mine.
Right.
Every one of them.
Oh, no.
I cannot name one band that has called Mature Clientele to come do a show with them. Name me one.
Me?
That called them and said they want you to come do it with them.
Not some of none of y'all three.
about the Virginia
I'm talking about the Virginia bands.
Oh.
Now one band has returned the favor and asked us to come and get on the show with them.
So y'all hear that out there?
I mean,
Hey.
I'm
The band
always
said we
calling
can.
because I'm always doing my shows. But other people in Virginia doing they doing their own shows too.
Start a watch
But
party.
they rather, you know, it's like look at it like the game.
Right.
I live here. I go down BJ way. I'ma pump my shit on his block.
You can't do that.
Right? No, he lets
I
me.
mean,
He gives
oh,
me a
he lets-
pass.
okay, if y'all
He
cool
gives
with
me a
that,
pass
yeah.
to come and do what I gotta do.
Right.
Right? But he got a product my way that I got the same product, but his shit might be a little better. Hey, can I come up your way one time? I never let this motherfucker come on my side at all.
That cause-
But I'm constantly coming to where he at and
Right.
get money. That's backward hustling.
Yeah.
That shit ain't. That's not how you get money together. That's being selfish to me.
Damn, that's a band in R&B.
What? Never, bruh.
Now let me ask. I want to ask you something, Bam.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, now my turn. We go.
All right, Bam.
My bad.
You was with Steel Band where you had Jigaboo first. Steel Band.
What?
You did something with R&S for a minute too, and I almost forgot about
That's
that.
what I wanted to
And
talk
then
about.
went to All Star
Let me
Blend.
see.
Right.
Now you talk about, reinventing yourself.
Right.
Take me through those phases,
See what
if
I'm
you
talking
can
about.
briefly, of you
Real
inventing
fast.
yourself and how'd you change in each situation you went to.
All right. Reinvent.
Sweet time.
So
So me calling you
Jigaboo.
out.
I was always told that we was just a crank band. We couldn't play in no Cranberries. We couldn't play nowhere. I was retarded with Jigaboo. I was where he at doing now. You know what I'm saying? I went on every stage lighting grenades for no reason. I was setting landmines just for nothing. And everybody was just like, yeah, you ain't gonna be able to play. They don't want you to play the classics, or you can't play there because soon you ain't got no slow songs. And everything you do is original. Everything, Thundercats, all this other
And
crazy
Hey Lady,
shit
I
that I
got
put
that Hey
together.
Lady in
Hey
my phone
ladies,
right now.
right?
I like
Ladies
that.
and all that. Show me what you got. I just was setting bombs. So then I was like, damn. When I lost my Congo player, he chilled. I got the call from Smurf and Q. I told him what the deal was. So I got in the steal, but then they had singers, but they didn't have a female singer. So I was like, I'm singing and shit now. Motherfuckers like, yeah, you singing with Big Mo, John. You can sing. was like, man, I can't sing. Y'all got me fucked up. I just know harmony or something like that. I be chilling. I always let my singer sing. I never really just try to take the forefront.
Right.
So when I started doing that, I was like, damn. So it turned into a little thing at the end of the Still, you know, when I kept reinventing Still.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got Chung Lee, and when I got Chung Lee, I could sit back and chill. I could sit back and chill.
Right.
I had her and Jam. I had 2 hand grenades. Could nobody fuck with neither one of them. You could not come on stage bullshitting, they're gonna bust your ass. Any show. Both of them. Bop, bop. You know, so I was like, dang. So I started singing more, and then I was leaning from Still like, man, I'm tired of paying band members. Fuck that. That long walk to the ATM is a motherfucker.
All the time.
Because sometimes it wasn't just the band members, it was the venue, it was the sound company. I was like, it's sound man. So it got to the point where I was just doing everything myself with Still. And I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna start falling back. If somebody asks me to come and do something with their band, then fuck it. First it was Pump Blenders.
Okay.
Pump Blenders was first and was like, look, what's up? So I did that.
The spot uptown.
Yeah,
you
I was doing Chuck and Billy's and all these crazy spots with them. They be having shows and don't even promote it. Y'all don't even know it be packed.
Right.
So I did that, and then I started cutting hair in the shop. And Rico was like, shit, look, I'm about to start on this project again. I was like, nigga, say less. I ain't doing that. I'm doing everything now.
Right.
Did that. That did it for a while until, you know what I'm saying, you know, he changed directions. He changed directions.
Right.
And then after that, you know what I'm saying? I went to go pick up Fats. No, I went to drop a cowbell off. And I went to the practice, dropped cowbell off, boom. Barry was like, hey, Dave's late.
Right.
Come on in here real quick. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't trying to step on Dave's toes. My brother, man, I ain't trying to do that. Man was like, look, man, we just need you to do one song. I get on the jump, boop, boop, boop. They said, oh. Same situation with him. You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, look, no disrespect, but we like your energy. You know, you singing this shit and all this other crazy shit. I need that. This is what I need. So I'm like, now I'm all-style blend, you know what I'm saying? I'm still blending, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I ended up being just still myself anyway, so, you know what I'm saying?
But as far as reinvent,
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do it take to reinvent? I mean, do you look in the mirror and
You
saying shit different? And
you already a man at different levels.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Let me explain this. I ain't been saying that. I let them talk. I'm the only one that really reinvented themselves.
How you just hold up?
Let me
I
explain.
told him days like, hold the fuck.
Let me explain.
Hold up. How did you just? You like that idea? I love it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, you know,
Nah.
reinventing yourself is just being up with the times. Like a lot
Keeping
of them
up
not-
with the times,
They not
that's
really
it.
like. A
Yeah.
lot of bands get stuck.
Yep.
And they don't
and
wanna,
they can't shift
They
gears.
get set in their ways.
Yeah.
Would y'all agree if I said Junkyard, they reinvent themselves but still the same?
I think Junkyard just still the same. If
Yeah,
people just
They
like
just
it.
like them, y'all.
Yeah,
they
they
just
just
overly
like-
like.
Backyard and Junkyard, they didn't really.
Backyard did a slight twist for me. They added more brightness
To their
with Bob,
keyboard sound?
and and the keyboard add
Yeah,
Marcus.
they got that Super Bowl
They got that,
halftime
yeah,
music
yeah. They
thing,
got
man,
that.
like
They got a
big-ass
different
brand.
brightness. They stopped being dirty and started being sophisticated and nice.
No,
Like,
I think
sound like the
backyard
same-
backyard has elevated the whole sound of go-go because
Yeah, they
of
just
the,
got put on.
the,
hold
no,
up.
I'm saying
Hold
if
up.
you really sit back and think about
I
their,
thought
I think
I
all
was.
the
time.
I
No,
thought
no,
I
I'm
was.
talking-
I thought I had the.
go ahead, man. Let me shut the fuck up. I've been talking too much anyway. Go ahead.
Nah, listen. You see them at the Washington Wizards, Joe. See what I'm saying? You see him on the Fox 5 and all this other stuff. You see him on everybody little videos. You see G with his hands up like this with the,
Right.
you know, don't mute DC. You
Right.
know, they're going to be liked regardless.
Right.
Period. They're going to get called first for all of that. JY, regardless of how they feeling for the week, might be sore from playing all week and not sounding the way that we know that they can sound. They still like that, regardless. If they came up with a new song, 32, I could have sworn 32 added a little. He added a little different like kick real quick than what I'm used to hearing JY. But now I don't hear it no more. It was like for a second. But it's just everything has just been what they doing. You just love it. I know that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I thought I was some of them little rough it off little new joints that they was doing at the beginning. Pop, 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 pop. All of that was like wow to me. I've never knew a couple of little new joints that they did, maybe one or two. That's from playing them Nipsey's every week. You're gonna have to come up
So
with at
how
least
can
one
y'all
thing.
say? Let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
How can you say you re-innovated yourself, but y'all don't bounce?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I bounce, I just
I
don't
bounce.
do a lot of
I
bounce.
bounce.
Hold on,
You
check
have
this
to.
out. Hold up.
You have to.
Yeah,
Check this out.
You do. You
I
have to.
played
bounce.
You
with
have
you.
to.
You
gotta
seen
bounce.
when I made. You seen when Still reinvented with the bounce, because I was playing the Players Club, Players Lounge with you, and I was bouncing, and I was like, oh. That's a reinvention right there. Because
Yeah,
niggas
yeah.
look at me like, man, they gonna fucking bounce. Fucking look like, nigga ain't gonna bounce. Out of everybody, niggas knew that I wasn't gonna bounce.
And
They
me,
said that.
Yeah, you
And then
was-
we had- and you-
I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't
BJ
stand
was
it.
still with the
I
little.
couldn't stand it,
He
but it
had
grew on
he
me.
had
I had
control.
to. You have to do it.
At one
You have
point in
to.
time,
You
BJ
have to
had
do the
control
things
of the
you
younger
appreciate
bands that
about
was
it.
coming up.
Yeah.
Now I might have seen him at the CFV with the 20 for 20. I was just at the forefront at the Brian Manor, but he was actually one of the ones who was putting the younger bands on. I was putting them on too, like Rob and all of them.
Yeah,
I started
I'm
adding
trying
them.
like accepted in the bounce beat.
Yeah,
community.
he is.
I'm definitely
And
accepted
me,
on
and
that.
me, far as me.
Yeah, they
nah,
know
but I'm
me,
gonna tell you,
do.
far as
I'm in
me,
their chats and everything.
I'm gonna tell you,
Oh,
far
damn.
as me,
Yeah.
That's good though.
far as
Yeah.
me is it's. I accepted it too, but I didn't do it as much. But I respect it. I go to the shows. I got the sound. I do the sound for the bounce beat bands. I done been doing that for a while, so it's like I got in tune with them. You should do it like this, or you should add that, or I might have been on the show with him, and niggas like, oh damn, this guy like he had a bounce, or we was cranking to your Congo beat because of how I do it, and I said you can do it too, but it ain't just us we can do
And
it.
I'ma tell
I
you-
said we can do Congos and bounce.
I'ma
Y'all
tell
should
y'all-
be able to do
I'ma tell
bouncing
you something,
Congos.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing that, as far as everything that I learned in go-go, that is the hardest
It's
thing
the
to
hardest
do.
shit to
Bouncing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To come
to
from
be accepted
Congo
Congo
to
bounce,
bounce
yeah.
and try to
Yeah, and then try to go back and forth.
And the
Dog,
job is
that-
so damn different.
Nah.
That is the and to keep
Yeah.
them, man. That's hard, man.
It's
You know why I
hard.
was
You
so
gotta be skillful to
you,
do
you,
that.
you know why it was so hard for me? It wasn't so much a planning, it was the accepting it. Because
Yeah.
as a lead talker, you the one making all the calls, you the one doing everything. You telling the keyboards when to do this, when the bass player to do that, this, that. See, bounce beat is an art to it. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't
I
like
got
it.
mines when I got the younger
I can listen to it
dudes.
for like three.
When I got the younger keyboard
couple
players,
minutes, and I
younger
then it started
drummers,
sounding
I
like
had
noise
to
to
do
me.
it.
Yeah.
And then see, because in my era when I went to the go-go,
Right.
man, females was females. They wasn't in there jumping up and down. They was freaking. We
Yeah,
was trying to
yeah.
found the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We going home or something. Now you see the females, they in that jump. You get
Yeah.
behind a girl now, they be looking
They
at you
look
like,
at you like
they
what you
dance
doing?
with each other.
They
Yeah.
dance with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
dudes,
yeah.
and dudes jumping
And the
up.
dudes,
Yeah,
yeah.
jumping up and
Jumping
down.
up in the
They
air
ain't
and
even
shit.
trying to get it behind
Right.
no jump.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's
but
different.
I had to accept it, and then I started. Then it's part of go-go. But they created it's
and
mean.
counting is real important in bouncing.
And I like it now, and that's the crazy part. I like,
now-
I really like
now-
it now.
hold
Let me
up.
count.
But I'm not
The
gonna be no belt.
cadence.
The
It's
case,
hard. But
it's
now-
hard to do that
but-
shit. You
but
got to know
now-
what the fuck
Yeah,
going on.
because you
You gotta know
that
how to
shit.
call.
Right now, you
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta
have,
know how to call it
but you
because
also gotta have a youngin that know how to do that
bounce
Yep.
is very
to be
strong.
able to
Listen,
pass
it's-
everything around what
It's
you're
the bass
supposed to be
player.
doing,
It's,
y'all.
it's your bass player and your drummer.
Right.
Them are
Yeah,
the
them the main.
things when
If
it
you
comes-
ain't got no bass player,
that
don't
bass
try
player
to
and your
bounce
drummer.
unless
It's
you
the
got
main- it's the
crazy
main thing
808s.
when it
But it's a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
The body player got
Because you
the
can
body
bounce with
player
the
gotta be
808.
on
I
too.
used to bounce with the
The
808.
body's got to be on play.
Yeah, we
point
talking
too.
about the
Yeah,
actual.
I used to
the-
bounce. But see, I didn't
The
want to
bodies
bounce
is
until I
following
knew
up.
how to do it. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
motherfucking, I'm going to tell you.
The bass,
I didn't want to
what's his name
bounce
sets
because
that-
I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
know
yeah.
how to do it
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He in between.
You would never know how many people I argue with and let them know that bounce beat is to me it's difficult than the
It is.
sockets and pops.
See, I'm
just
accepting
being
with
real.
it because
It
they
is
know I
not.
like it.
I mean,
It is.
to me.
Bounce is very, very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It is.
not
Right, no, it ain't.
easy,
The
bro.
transitions is way
It
easier.
starts sounding stupid if you're not doing it right.
Nah, it's hard. They got a lot of different bounces
Because you know
now.
Yeah.
what?
They got that bounce head, bounce head. They got all different types of
I
jumps.
guarantee y'all right now, some of us, our drummers that we have, cannot play bounce beat.
My drummer came.
I'm
I'm
blessed.
just telling you the truth.
I know what you're saying, but my
Motherfucker
drummer
Chops can
came.
play that
hard.
shit.
Yeah.
My drummer
I
came
got
up in
Lil
it.
Tony, I got Buggy son.
And I
He
got
bounce.
Stomp Sound, and he
youngest.
bounced.
And he make
And
up
he
stuff
bounced.
to bounce.
He bounces.
I work out with him.
Let me
And
tell
the
you.
thing is-
Let me
and the
tell
thing-
you.
And the thing is,
Lil
man,
Tago, Lil
Yeah,
Tago,
Taco,
Slim is
it's just
mean when it
very,
comes to
very-
bounce.
It's very,
Mean.
very complicated. And just like they hear sockets and pockets that we do, they be like, what?
Exactly.
Can't do that?
But some
They
of
drummers
them,
can't
but
get the
some of
pattern.
them know it though,
So
because
guess
of their
what?
fathers, because
guess
of their
what?
father. That's why I got the right pick.
I'm gonna have me a couple of bounce beat songs.
And that's
I'm
it.
not
Yeah,
getting the
yeah,
bounce beat
yeah.
lane.
But check this out. Hold on. But
That's
check
straight
this
up
out.
facts.
Well,
I'm not
All
doing
Star
it.
Blend, I don't do it.
I'm not
The
doing it.
only reason why I don't do it, because that's a new reinvention right there. You see what I'm saying? Reaching these reinventments, I know that now I don't need that to move the whole Babylon and all this other stuff. I'm like, yes. But I still like it. I respect it. If I have to do it, I'ma do it. When I don't have to do it and still get that response, I be like, woo. Because when I started doing the bounce and I ain't had to worry about the response from the Congos, I was like, bet, all right,
But I'ma
bet.
tell y'all
All I
so
gotta
that-
do
so
is
that bounce
do-
is like
do-
another
do-
bullet
It's
in the
another
gun.
bullet in the gun.
Let
If
me
you
tell you
got it
something.
and you pull that out,
When you
to the
start
next.
it'll take
doing
you
it,
to the next
when
level.
you start
Because
doing
older
it,
women love that shit.
when you start
Yeah, I ain't
doing
gonna
it,
lie, I
They,
seen
they
that.
would shake that,
But
but
I'ma
I
tell
want
y'all,
to be doing it every
when y'all
week.
start doing it and you doing it well,
They gonna expect
gonna
it. They
hate
gonna
you.
demand. They gonna
I
hate you.
can't even get on certain
Yeah.
shows because people
Because you
like
don't-
what mental attraction might
He's
get.
gonna bounce. Yeah, he's gonna bounce.
I don't have to bounce. It's not.
But that's
something
what
that we have
happens
to
when
do.
your name go out.
But
certain promoters
I
here
believe
and be
that they
like,
should just
yeah.
respect.
They should just
go-go.
respect regardless. Yeah.
It's all go
Because me, I know
respect
when
it.
I go into this spot, I can't play this way. When I go into that spot, I can't play this way.
I don't like that.
So now with All Star Blend, I got Rolling Tom beats that's not bounce, but is accepted by
Straight
youngins.
drivers.
I'm like, whoo.
But you know
because
what?
of my Rolling Tom player, he know how to finagle them joints to make it sound R-ish, but TCB-ish. You see what I'm saying?
You just made
but
that
put
up.
it into. I did. I definitely did.
I ain't like it.
Nah, I definitely did.
I don't think
I'm
that's
gonna
fair,
keep it though.
I don't think that's fair. I
Because
think that,
R.E. would. That's
what we came up
on. They even
They
know
like
they gotta do that. One more time, you know what I'm saying? And Tony T, he know he had to add the little guru there to make it
Right.
to where as though they got one or two.
Everybody
maybe
needs
got
some
one or
youthfulness in
two
them.
and just like bet.
From us
Perfect
on
example.
Cause you know when y'all play,
You
they
need
gotta
'em.
play
All right,
it.
listen. Perfect example.
Y'all open it up, busting their ass, they gotta play it. And they R.E.
Yeah.
Perfect example. He get on the show with JY, Buzz gonna probably change 2 or 3 of his songs because they
No, wait, I
opened
gotta
up-
stop you right there. Don't ever say that about Junkyard.
Sometimes I did it. I ain't gonna
No, I'm
lie.
saying
I'm
about
not
Junkyard.
no punk.
That's where I draw the line.
Listen,
You
nah,
can say,
fuck
but
that.
Junk,
Let me tell
let
you
me tell you something about Buzz.
Nope, it's
He
been
does
many
not
a night.
care what you play,
fuck
bruh.
that.
Right.
Jigaboo,
They people gonna like them
I'ma
regardless.
tell you this.
Junk has never told me don't
But
bounce.
see, I was on stage
Don't do
when Junk
this.
had 12 people
Don't do
in
that.
front of them, so don't do that.
We all done played with Junkyard when they
Okay,
was going
so
through,
it's been
when they did the
times
breakup
when
with
I
J
came
Mob
in
and
there,
all that. We
when I
understand.
came in there and I had 50, 60, 70 motherfuckers in there, when we stopped playing, everybody left. So everybody wasn't on that. And I wasn't acting like I was like that, but it's what was happening. I'm not no motherfucker that feel like, oh, we crank harder than JY or we crank harder than Northeast. It's been many a nights when we went in that motherfucker
They gonna change their lineup.
and they changed their lineup up,
I mean,
bro.
but
That's what they gonna do. That's a part of the game.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
he
that
think,
is a part of the
but
game.
see, Buzz, damn, I'm gonna give it.
You
like,
thinking
don't
like Blake,
misinterpret
you
what I'm
thinking
saying.
like
It's
prime
Buzz
time,
and
they
take
gonna
it
dance
as
all
is.
night?
Hold
Nah.
on. Little
That
son,
dancing
think he
ain't gonna
do
help
that to
them
me.
that
Oh,
night. They
fuck
gotta get
no,
on
I'm about to
that
do
gas
this.
pedal.
That's what I'm saying.
We
Nah,
dancing while we on the gas pedal.
Exactly.
Don't know about that.
But what I'm saying
now when I
is
come on
this:
stage,
Buzz gonna say not the way he,
Oh, my
he's
shit
taking
push.
it. He gonna say, "Oh,
my
fuck
song
that
push.
son ain't about to do this to me.
Not
Fuck
this
that.
summer.
Not tonight. We coming out with the break." And I said, I know he didn't have that in plan. He didn't. You wanna know why? Because I didn't come out with no slow song. I didn't come out with no nothing. I came out with.
why?
Right.
You know why? Because I had 70 people in there early to see me. You feel me? I gotta dog
gotta
shit.
get in, yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta
get in
get
there.
in
I
while
can't
you
go in there and play like I'm the headlining band. Come out with a slow song.
All I do, Ray, I play.
So, And that's what I try to tell.
I get what
you
everybody's
sometimes.
saying.
Fuck
But
that, Sean.
my crank is the same. I don't change
Go in that
it.
motherfucker.
I don't
You
care if
can
I play
sing. You
first,
know your singers
second,
can sing. You know
third.
your son flat out.
I'm
No,
still
tonight,
going,
y'all. Guess what?
I'm a push. Like I don't need a junkyard to motivate me.
Well, how about
I be like, call me on stage.
ain't nobody
but
gonna make
this
me.
nigga, big kid
See,
with
the
chill
difference
bumps
between me
like, the
and
fuck?
y'all, I ain't gotta change my lineup up.
That's what I just
I
said.
never come in there with a lineup.
Say,
I never know what I'm
Nobody
gonna call.
does.
I don't know what
I
I'm
don't.
gonna call.
I don't know
I'm
what
looking
I'm
at
gonna
the
do.
crowd.
But
I'm
I
looking
know
for- I'm
as a
looking- I'm
lead
looking
talk,
at that
I mean, as a
band
headline
that-
band,
I'm looking at that band that
what
just
the
came
plan
off
is,
before me.
if
I'm
you
saying
a
how they
whack
left the
band,
crowd.
if you a
Because
whack
if you
band,
left that crowd,
then I can play around.
this nigga right here.
I can play around. If you got a whack motherfucking band at the beginning of the shit, I can play around. But if you got a nigga like y'all, a motherfucker coming in that motherfucker, then you gotta motherfucking go. Your show gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be lopsided. It gotta go here. And that's why the bands don't like to put us on there, because you gotta change your shit to make sure that
I'm putting y'all on the show.
you gotta, do that. I'm gonna bust your ass as soon as I get
You
on
sure?
stage. You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
I'll play
Because I
before
know
you.
you're not gonna come on stage first. You gonna
Yes,
let
I
your
will.
singers and all of them come out, and you gonna lose right then and there.
Hold up, man. Wait.
That's how you on this project. You let your band that's not as strong as you, not as strong. No, you let your yes. We dogged him. I dogged his shit. You know why?
You was in the
Because
parking
listen,
lot doing a live.
yeah, while he
I
was
that.
sinking. While he was sinking. That's why I said I got my lick back. I didn't want to talk about that.
Dog, you did not
BJ,
dog us.
you waited 2 songs. You gotta have powerful people in place to
Look at
do
you
that.
trying to tell me how to run my band.
That was the word that you let. All right.
You yes, you
Hey, RB.
you let a sing. You got
Okay.
body by a singing nigga.
All right. If that's
You let a shoe be
you
with
know
me,
what?
MAB.
I don't
Yes.
do no arguing.
But nah,
I don't do nothing. I don't question nobody's opinion.
Right.
But I'm telling you
No, that
this
was
right
fact.
now,
That was
under
that
oath,
was a fact, yo.
won't
We got you.
nobody
Me,
here
Kirky, and us
do
dog.
nothing with me
You've been
one-on-one.
saying that for 20-something years.
So go ahead and answer your
That
question.
nigga been saying
I did
it
it
for
with
20
an
years.
RNS
It
man.
ain't wrong with
But
a
I
first
had
place show.
bullets.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody that was at the RNS
I had
and
Kirk.
MAB battle,
I
please
had
chime in.
Squad.
Because this
I
guy's
had
really
Jay Reed.
delusional, man.
I had PJ.
With
You know
DJ
what
Big
I'm
John,
saying?
somebody take DJ Big John.
Man, Big John.
And
just-
Super Dan, the
listen, let me
guys
tell
that
you
was
these
dead.
dudes.
They even
Let
said they
both of
lost.
us-
I ain't say
whatever.
nothing.
They didn't even say
The
they
only
left on
person that was
BJ.
hurt was him.
RB.
He was hurt for months.
No, never.
Y'all
was
took
that.
an L,
No,
man.
He started talking about. I didn't even talk about the win.
Let's
he
talk-
came
let's
in
talk-
there.
let's
Oh,
talk-
man was the RNS at that time?
They
Yeah,
got dog.
dog.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
It was
Look.
terrible.
Damn.
I didn't even argue with
The
the
Rico,
Rico
my man, I
was
love
going
him.
at it. I sat in the background the whole time. And the day of the show, I lit his ass up. I lit him up.
Look, they
That's
tagging
straight
John right
facts.
now. Tell
Tag
John,
him.
tell John.
my uncle.
Some of
but
these
I'ma
people
tell
was
you
here.
though, I'ma
Oh,
tell
he
you.
lying.
I'ma tell
He
you,
biased.
John like an uncle. He definitely was biased. That he definitely
He
did like
came
that.
there
No,
for y'all.
no, he didn't. He talked to you and was like,
No, he
soon as
didn't.
soon as you
This
walked
guy
off,
is the-
soon as he
I'm
walked
talking
off, you know what he
this
said?
guy's
PJ,
delusional.
tripping.
Well,
I
we
ain't
gonna
think he gonna beat
move on.
this battle.
We gonna move.
battle.
We gonna move. We gonna
BJ,
move
they
along with
said
this.
your second,
Hold on,
third
hold on,
song
hold on.
was a bounce.
wanted
I
to
made
hear-
you go to the
wanted
bounce
hear
early.
what RB was saying though.
My bad, I did y'all like no, because he did that to me twice, and he did it once.
Why you wouldn't have to
Sean, the only one being respectful.
I'm
With the
quiet.
mic.
DJ.
RB done went off the whole
I
beginning.
know I didn't. I spoke when he asked me to.
That's
You've
not-
been speaking the whole
Man,
time.
this
It
is
don't
a
matter
bad
who he asked the
interview.
question to.
You say something.
He asked questions to
Because
Sean,
you
you
done
spoke.
done
He asked questions to
everything.
BJ, you spoke.
You
So
done
you
done
talk to
everything.
Sean,
I
I just
talked
chill.
through- They talked through my shit twice.
This guy done done
Then
everything.
he even apologized.
He ain't done anything but get a man and get on stage
Everything.
and
Let me
do
ask you
something.
this. Let me ask you
Hold
this,
up.
BJ.
Do that.
Oh, his phone off. Damn, I thought your phone was
Go ahead,
on.
go ahead. Say
Everything is
No,
on
I was
camera.
saying more about the lineup. I don't change my lineup because I never go in to nothing. I don't write nothing down.
Right.
I don't know how I'm feeling.
You gonna read that
Only thing
crowd.
I don't even
only
practice
only
lead
thing.
talking. I practice my bad.
He can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm gone. Go ahead. I'm gone. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go RB, man.
RB
Say
said
your
he don't
shit,
go
man.
in with a lineup.
Hey, listen, I don't go in with a lineup. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm paying attention to the crowd. I'm paying attention to who in there, what's moving. I'm paying attention to what the DJ just now did, what the band did before that. You know what I'm saying? Because not what their songs was, but how they left the crowd. If the crowd is they hype, Now, okay, when that band take a break and I'm about to come on, now I'm watching people who going outside, who staying in, how many people going to the bar. But if them people is standing right there, waiting, just looking at y'all to set up, I ain't coming out with no soap, so I'm getting down this highway.
They ready to go. Yeah.
So
You can't do no battle anyway.
No, we just talking
A
about
regular show,
just
okay.
running the show
Right.
as us what we think
Right.
what we think about. You understand what I'm saying? Only thing that I come in there knowing is what my band know and what they don't know. That's the only thing that I come in.
Can I ask
Other
you a
than that,
question?
I
Look
don't
at this
I never
guy.
know what I'm called.
I just want to ask a question.
Dave,
What do y'all
Dave,
do when
what
you
happened?
opening up? That's what I'm talking about. When
What
you,
do we do?
When you opening up for JY, when you opening up for North,
It don't
Stick
matter.
to
If you
the-
open
stick
up for other
Stick to
people,
the script. Play your-
Right.
play
you
you.
play your script.
I'm not
Your
gonna
script,
let
they
them
gonna-
get in
that's
my
what-
head.
When I open up,
Right.
I play it like I'm the headline.
Yeah,
in
so
my
you got
head.
to.
So
'cause
with that being
they ain't never
said,
seen J.
then I
They
get
never
in my
seen
head.
you
Hey,
at that moment.
So
Hey,
with that
Dave,
being
tell me what
said,
happened. Put
with
it on
you
here so the
knowing
people can see
JY,
it.
right, and you knowing how backyard
I
normally
don't
come
care.
out,
I don't
right?
care how they come out.
Now listen what I'm saying. So y'all can't tell me y'all never been in any of them shows back in the day where you felt like you did so good that they wasn't coming out with that.
I do it all
Not
the
to
time.
be
I don't.
disrespectful, not to be,
I do it all the time.
I don't know.
this nigga here.
You asked me a
I
question.
had them tell me,
I
you
forgot
made
you ain't played with a lot of big bands,
gonna
a lot
come
of
out.
so-called
No,
big
However
bands.
you
I
wanna
know.
put
So
it.
basically,
You on an RE show,
However
right?
you wanna put it.
You know you got to rock your
So
people.
you saying they come out with something different? Like no, y'all was cranking like I ain't about to. I didn't have.
And y'all-
Rapping
hey,
told me for
wasn't
Hey,
Dave-
you-
wasn't Dave and
I
all that?
was gonna come out just chilling, but I had to come out the gate. Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
of course.
walked up to you and
Ain't
said
nothing wrong with
that
that.
one time.
All of them
I'm
told me
just
that.
saying, Buzz came up to me
All of
and
them told
said
me
that
that.
one time and said, man, you
Dave,
almost,
Dave was y'all keyboard player.
You
now,
almost
that's right.
got me one
He said they
time.
lost. That was their
you
keyboard
almost
player.
lost. You say what?
Dave said y'all lost.
Dave,
Dave who?
are
Dave,
you
the keyboard player, he
serious?
was playing with RNS.
Are you serious?
My keyboard
Your
player
day,
is
his
serious.
day, he never wanted to be in the band anyway.
But
What
he's
you
not
talking
gonna lose.
about?
It's okay to lose
Oh,
sometimes, man.
no. BJ, you hold on. He the one who said he was tripping.
Right.
So that should let y'all know
I
what
never
he did.
said nothing.
Dave said y'all lost.
Hey, look.
But now Dave said y'all won. BJ, he on his phone.
Dave-
He been doing this since the
Dave
battle.
said I was there, and he said we
Oh,
lost.
man, what a Dave.
Respect,
You know what?
Dave.
I'm not going to disrespect
Ask
Dave.
me something,
I
man.
wasn't-
Don't-
I'm not
and
gonna
man, don't
disrespect
interrupt
Dave.
me when
I
I'm
knew
talking.
Dave before RB.
Man,
but
don't
I'm not
matter.
gonna
You lost.
disrespect
Don't
Dave.
worry.
Because that's not what he said in the barbershop. Him or Tom.
All
We
right,
had
go ahead,
both
go
of
ahead.
them. We
Why-
had both of your man.
Go ahead.
Is the crank
dogged him.
circuit not moving?
With somebody else.
That's one of the biggest things that I always.
'Cause us
Somebody
four
said Fat
sat
fell
down.
asleep when y'all was playing. But you can go look at this later, man.
I'm
You got all night.
I'm all-star.
But
blood.
I always.
I was helping another nigga out, and we
Oh.
still beat you.
Okay.
You know we did.
That's
Let's
fine.
put the CDs
Do it.
out.
Do it again.
Let's do that.
Do it
Let's
with,
put the
do it with the
CDs
new
out and
band.
matter of fact, let these two be the judge.
Do it with the new band.
And him.
Do it with the new
Pick
band.
another. You don't want none of that. You don't want.
I don't
BJ.
want to talk. I just
you
said
don't
it.
want none of that.
I just said it
you don't
on
want
tape.
no All-Star Blend some
I
more.
will see All Star
None of
You
Blend.
need Steven
You know
Espinosa
what?
for
We about to set this
Showtime.
up.
Shut it up. Okay, but
And
back
it's
to the
always
question.
y'all too,
Back
but
to the
now it's
question.
me and you now.
Dave
I
said he
want
told
all
y'all
this
don't
smoke.
do it. Okay, go ahead.
Ho.
Wait, go ahead.
So
So
you
what-
saying that you coming after him?
I'm
period.
coming smoke. Listen. That's why I'm here today.
Oh, shit.
I'm here today
No.
to see who.
I don't know nothing. I'm not even concerned with the guy.
I'm here because I had 2 bullets that I got in after the Howard Theater because me and Smurf was going back and forth, so that's why it was
Can I
still.
answer my
That's why it was
question,
still
Bam?
in MAB.
Right.
Right.
I told you it was gonna be a problem with
All-Star
him.
Blair
He's a
and Mill
superstar.
Traction, y'all hearing it right now. He accepting the challenge. I am putting this out there right now, Clyde. Now let's talk about my people who was there who said about RNS Pro. Now you did your thing.
We'll talk about that later.
I ain't gotta talk about
Yeah,
that.
we got another. I got another.
Oh, you got it. You got a
What was the
four.
question?
You got a
I was
four.
asking, what's
wrong with the crank
grind-
circuit?
Yeah, why it ain't moving? Why the
Man,
grind
this is
circuit ain't
something.
moving?
This is something that I always was baffled about because
James
when
said we ain't never wrote nothing down.
when some of these guys done left and
He wanted to
came
say
back
what's up,
like
RB.
RB and Bam, you know, we all came up together, but I stayed consistent. I never
How?
took a break.
I didn't want to leave.
I never.
I took 2 vacations.
I
BJ.
don't talk
I
about
didn't
when
want to
you got
leave.
locked up or whatever the
I
case may
wasn't gonna
be.
leave,
But
nigga.
I'm just saying, y'all wasn't around.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm
You
saying.
kept it moving. You did.
I
No
kept
breaks,
going.
you did.
And I used to always wonder, Bam was around too. God damn.
You don't never want to give me my smoke though.
It's
And
always
you. No, but I see what it's always. But when he talking, it's always I'm the one who did this and I always did that.
You just been saying for the last 3 hours.
Which makes me
man.
say we got it all footage. We
You
got the
just was
footage.
at the whole footage is you.
We got you in the beginning.
He was in
Trouble
VA.
Boy. He called me Young Trouble, and we let you go the whole.
We want to know though.
segment.
Let me
We
ask
got
you-
an
I
hour.
want to know what
Because
this man gonna say.
I just feel like I always tried to figure that out. I always felt like these guys bring it. I believe that they crank on the same level as those big bands, sometimes even harder. Sometimes I would rather go see them than to go see some of the big bands because it's still a lot more competitive.
Right.
Like we're still competing with one another. Some of them bands, they just like, I just want my money and I'm
Yeah,
going home.
Yeah.
But when we play together, you're gonna get this.
You gonna get a show.
Yeah.
Even if we don't say it, we all on the same circuit. You gonna get unadulterated crank from beginning to end. We might don't tell our bands we battling and we're doing this and we're doing that. But at the end of the day, if you say men are trash in the mature clientele, my band gonna be like, and you know what that means, B? Let's get it.
This ain't no
You know
regular
what I'm
show.
saying?
That's just how it goes.
Let's
That's
get
just how
it.
is.
Let's get it. But I never understood. But my honest opinion,
Hey,
the best way I
shit,
can
we got
answer
some
that
smoke.
is definitely.
Oh,
I think
Pee
the
Wee said
people.
back in the day,
I think the
Bam,
people.
I was the GOAT. I used to smoke BJ
See,
on the mic.
man,
You know
this
it.
is, hey, Ray, I'm always the guy to mess with because I'm the OG. I'm the OG. Because only reason why I'm the OG is because he got
his
locked
partner
up.
came
And
from-
I don't know what the hell Bam was doing.
Huh?
He did some Tyson Fury shit and just
No.
took a
Shit,
break.
you
I don't know what he did. But
No, you know what I did, BJ? You know what I did? I had albums.
You was getting disappeared. You wasn't locked up or nothing. You ain't like a coronavirus, none of that shit. This nigga just.
Albums. I was getting interviewed by Tigger.
Hey, I'm going with him. Hey, look, I'm going with him because my whole band got locked up down there.
See what I'm saying? That's a legitimate
Shit,
point.
by
my
yourself
nigga,
right
my
there,
first nigga
man.
got locked up right out of high school. Scooping money. They got locked
Hey,
up
my
right out
man
of high
Rob
school.
Bob said nobody don't want no smoke with Crank Cartel. I get around to y'all.
Who?
Oh my.
Crank
Crank
Cartel.
Who said that?
Bob.
Hey,
Bob got to learn like a lead talk.
Soon as you said that, my connection went off.
That nigga then he can't even lead talk. Sound like he got something stuck in his throat.
I really honestly
He
think.
did already on your stage.
Hold up, y'all. And y'all gotta agree with me with this. Like, I really honestly think that the people has kept this crank circuit standing still. Because we play so similar to the favorites, your backyards, your junkyards, your REs, your Valve. All of us on here do a little bit of everything that they do. And those people will not come and see these bands for whatever reason. I really don't know. But I just seen Mature Clientele and Primetime play out VA like 2 weeks ago, and I enjoyed myself from beginning to end.
Right.
I
was a
wouldn't
great
even.
show.
That show was.
I was there.
perfect.
It was a good
All
show.
of it, and you know what's funny? All of us was there.
Yeah.
Bam, you don't count.
And let me
Until after the battle, you don't count.
let me go on top of what he said.
Sweet.
And
And
your
I'm gonna
question.
short you.
I'm just waiting for this man right here.
He can't stop.
Go ahead, Bobby.
He can't, RB.
He started me. He just started me. He just
Look,
said
he's
something to
still
me.
going, RB. You see that?
See what I'm saying?
Man, you went to the
see
same
what
school
I'm
together.
That dude is.
He
He's
set up.
me.
He set me
Can I
up,
say
bro.
something?
Tell your man.
He not saying that.
And
You,
I'll be
I'm the
talking.
one talking. You still talking to him?
Right, because he said something to me.
Oh my God.
This nigga.
That's why Miss
listen,
Boy
I
was fucking
I got
with
you,
him all
BJ.
the
So
time.
listen.
See, BJ trying to set me up.
I'm setting him up.
I'm about to put the camera on you.
The thing how to do it
This
now,
joint
man,
ain't charging.
we got to take it back to those East Capitol, them Bonnets, them Icebox days when it was.
He wasn't
You
there.
didn't need. Yeah, I'm trying to make a point. That's it. No matter who was doing that.
He said I wasn't
I'm
there.
just trying to. What I'm saying is,
This guy.
it's stagnated because the 4 people that you got right here, we ain't sat down and really did what you said. You have a great idea.
I think we need to get together and do a
That's the
show.
first time I ever heard them that. It made a
Why
lot of
don't we
sense.
go on a tour?
He used to call me.
What else for?
But guess what? If us 4 right here,
Right.
I promise you, We don't need a vibe. And this ain't no, this no.
I don't need
This no
nobody.
shot to nobody. We don't need no vibe, no back out, no nothing. If us four just come together right now with our bands, I guarantee
I
you.
would want to come to that.
And guess what? And you have a pack house every night.
You got fans, you got bands,
Hey, hold
you
on
got
for a
venue,
second. Wait a
you
minute.
got
We
sound.
got
Man, look, man.
We got a caller on the line.
Oh shit!
Caller, who is it? Who's the caller?
He already said 4 horsemen earlier. He said 4 horsemen. Heartbeat beats crossover.
Man, look. Can you hear me?
We got a call on the line.
Yeah, we get
Man, look. Y'all are the 4 horsemen of go-go. That's number one. Don't worry about these top-tier so-called bands, okay? Ain't nobody made it out of the country or the nation right now. Y'all 4, just keep this shit intact, man. Fuck everybody else, man. I was the first one behind all you dudes. All y'all been on the hot, you had the stage, you know. I put all y'all on that fucking stage.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody, man. For real. Y'all the 4 horsemen. Do your thing, man. All y'all. RB, you my son. Sean, motherfucking who that there with you?
Bam, BJ.
Bam, right?
Yeah.
And BJ too, man. Y'all my 4 sons, man. I love all y'all, man. For real. Fuck all that, man. It's good entertainment, man. But look, y'all the 4 horsemen of this shit, man. Y'all are the future. Fuck everybody else. Fuck all these awards and all that, man. Y'all the ones that's gonna carry the torch.
Amen.
I was the first one to put all y'all on the highest stage, on the stage. You know, everybody. I'm tired of everybody. You know, following my blueprint.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's at the high theater again. Man, fuck that, man. I'm tired of it, man. But anyway, that's what it is, man.
Let's put that show
all
together,
4
Pop.
y'all,
Yeah, put
keep
that
doing
together.
y'all thing, man. For real. Fuck everybody else. I'm back, and y'all gonna get y'all chance, man.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
To do what the fuck y'all doing, man.
Hey,
And I love all y'all, man. For real.
Hey,
Love you too, man.
Hey,
Love you
thanks
too,
for calling in, though, man.
I know we needed that. That's what's up.
Somebody just said
Yeah, man, because look,
Man,
all
I
4
don't
of
care
y'all
what they
dogs,
said,
y'all
man.
got the fucking
They tripping.
pedal to the metal right now, man.
Hold
It's up
on.
to y'all, man.
What you say on?
BJ looking for solidification.
It's up to y'all, man.
Shit. He got my
It's up to all y'all.
Damn, you
Y'all the
still on the
future.
phone call.
And that's true, man.
You ain't saying nothing when he said something.
He ain't saying shit.
She just said, man, somebody said I dog you on the mic. He just said it in between.
Well, hey, look, man.
I feel the bias
Hey,
thing
man,
coming
from
on.
us here
Y'all
in the
niggas
Gogan
together
Notion,
for
let's
real?
have a sit
What
down.
the fuck?
We love
Nah,
you
I
and
can't hear
thank
nothing you saying because all my look, all my I got my son up there, my nephews. I can't hear shit because they all.
I'm gonna do this. He
What are y'all saying?
It's banned.
Bam needs some help, y'all. He need to talk to him.
Hey,
They been trying to set me up for like 4 days. Y'all know this shit been going on for 4 days, y'all.
I'm calling Miss Bullock, our old school teacher. Not the meanest teacher
That's
in
the
my
best teacher
life.
we ever had,
Good
y'all.
God almighty.
His brother
She's
killed.
something,
I
man.
think she got murdered, young. I'm trying to tell you. She got out of jail and they just
Let
gave
me
her a
know
job.
when they finish talking.
My bad. Go ahead, Pop. Go ahead, Pop.
Your phone, John?
All I'm gonna say to y'all, all 4 of y'all, look, y'all the future, man. You can't, you know, the Go-Go Wars and all that. That's fine and cool, and I love all them. You know, me and my brother Rick, we donated $1,000. Nobody else has done that. And the only person that paid homage to my brother was Killer Cow on that whole goddamn award show.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
my thing is, look, with BJ, Sean, RB, and Bam, we need y'all right now. All right, all 4 of y'all. That's why I call you the 4 horsemen. That's it and that's all, man. That's it and that's all. Breezy,
What's up, man?
look here, man. Nephew, I'm proud of you, man. Carry the torch, man.
All 4 of us.
Because right now, the way I feel, I was gonna come back, man, but the way I feel, man, the way my damn name has been raped, all this shit they doing now, man, taking all my ideas and what I've done, I feel kind of like discouraged now, man. You know, I was gonna come back, man, but now I'm like, you know, I'm ready to let it go right now, man, because with the CPU and all that, now I'm going to always have CPU, but at the same time, you know, with the Congo, the getting all the Congo players together and give Wink an award and all that, I've been done that. Tony Fisher Award, I've been done that. All the Hall of Fame awards, I've been done that. I'm tired of people taking my ideas, man, and just running away with them. You know, and I've spent money out of my pocket.
Yeah, and they get
I ain't had no $3 million grant from the government to do my shit.
Right.
All my shit has came out of my pocket.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to y'all is, man, look, everything I've done came out of my goddamn pocket. You know, I'm cash apping all kind of, you know, all my nephews and nieces and brothers. You know, it's all about money with them. But, you know, money ain't nothing to me, man. I'm going to give it to you if you need it.
Right.
And anybody can tell me. Anybody can show you. Anybody can show everybody, man. I'm just, you know, I'm tired, man. But when I'm telling, you know, you two, I'm sorry, y'all, you four guys, the four horsemen, keep the legacy alive. Keep it alive. Because y'all all we got for real. You're going to have the backyards, the gent yards, the Northeasters, and the Ray Essens, and the EUs, and the Trouble Funks, and all them. And that's a good thing. But at the same time, it's time for a change. These four dudes up here, man, been doing this shit for a long time, man. A long goddamn time. Including you, Breezy. Me and my brother, Rick we had a band called Central Groove. We were the first band to actually play up Barnett's in 1984. Ever. So, my thing is to y'all, man, look, I'm still being involved, you know, with the CPU and all that. But as far as the Hoppy Conga I go, man, you look, man, I'm going to have to contemplate on that, man, because, you know, everybody wants you to come back, but I can't keep beating the surface, man, for like 10 years, you know, starting from Metro World, where there wasn't no fucking social media or nothing like that. We were on cable TV.
Right.
But when you keep putting your, you know, foot down and beating the surface and getting no appreciation, I'm kind of done, man. It's you know. And then I just lost my best friend, my brother. And he always told me, man. He said, "Beat, man." One thing Rick always told me, he's like, "Beat, they don't appreciate you, man. Why you keep doing this? They don't appreciate you." So right now, I'm announcing on your show, man. I'm done, dog. I'm done. It's time to take care of my family. I love Go-Go, but the only thing right now, you know, that I'm going to, you know, I have a nonprofit with CPU, so I'll continue to do that. But if the Conga I'll come back, you know, that means God had a change in my heart. But other than that, man, look, congratulations to all y'all, man. For y'all not being nominated on nothing, man, it kills me. And I can't, you know, I'm to the point now where, like, you know, all of a sudden now we get all this money. They don't even mention my name. I'm like, oh, wow. It's all good and well, man. But look, I love y'all, man. Love the show tonight. RB, you know you my son. Sean, you my nephew. BJ, you my nephew. Bam, you know you my nephew, man. But Go-Go has to, you know, turn the corner, man. But I'm tired, bruh. I'm tired.
Well,
other than that, man, I love y'all, man. Stay tuned. I might just come back, but if not, no, my birthday is on Friday.
It's
the
another
27th.
caller trying to call her. They say, what's the
we
number?
gotta wrap up now, but we love you too, man. And I'm gonna give
But
you
go
a
ahead, wrap
call
up.
when
No,
I get
go ahead, wrap
later.
up, man. I know the protocols, man. You know, I do this, man.
Hey, it's
I know the protocols, man. So go ahead, wrap up, man. But look, I love all y'all, man. BJ,
I love
MAB,
you too.
Sean,
I
Mature
know what it is,
Clientele. RB, you already know, man. I'm the Prime Time family. Bam, you a talented individual, man.
Thank you, Art.
Talented, man. You know, you can sing, rap, and all that. You know, jigaboo and all that back in the day.
Right.
But just know that, y'all, man. You know, we've done what we had to do, man, with Go-Go, man. You know, the government is involved now. $3 million? Huh? Me and Rick gave them damn motherfuckers $500 apiece.
Well,
$500 apiece. Nobody did that.
Well, they about to count us. They counting us down in here, and thank you for calling in.
Hey, look, Breeze. I'm proud of you, Panorama.
Thank you.
But I love y'all, man. Anything y'all need from me, y'all already know.
Okay.
Got you.
All right.
All right, baby.
Well,
I love y'all.
Well, we wrapping up this edition of Let's Have a Sit Down. I hope y'all were happy with our guests. To all the young people out there, man, put the guns down and just have a sit down. Ain't nothing worth dying over. And shout out to my nephew, Keyshawn, newly born. I love you, man. And I'm gonna see you. Y'all be easy.